Hello everybody, welcome back to Purple RP. There's been a lot of changes that have taken place since the last time I've shown anything here actually. We're kind of in a little bit of a gap situation right now. So, a couple of important notes that you should have right now in case you've watched some of the other Hugo stuff. The server was reset this week. So a bunch of stuff has changed, a bunch of updates have been brought in. As you see behind me, we've got this Christmas tree, we've got a bunch of snow and everything falling down. It's really, really nice. There is a little bit of bugginess happening post-update. We're in Purple RP 1.0 now, so there's a lot of changes besides obviously just the Christmas and the holiday aesthetics. So there's gonna be some things that happen. I noticed earlier today that we were dealing with some issues with voice, and there was some roboting happening for just everybody. If for people who are unaware of this format, I cannot break character when my when the little microphone icon in the upper right corner is lit. I gotta be talking in character as Hugo. So if anything happens, you might see us, bringing up some things in character as a method of discussing those things, or at least letting each other know what's going on. So if any of that happens, just bear with us. We're doing our absolute best for you here. With that in mind, today, it actually looks like in about 15 minutes, the first open court is going to be starting. Hey, kitty. So we're going to be seeing how that rolls over overall. Obviously, with the reset, a lot of people's tickets and stuff were reset too. So there might not be a lot here. We'll see. There's nobody in the room right now.
Hey, you
besides.
all right?
Oh yeah, we're doing just fine. I just needed to take a step outside for a minute. Stretch my legs before court started, you know?
Gotcha.
Yep.
Don't know how long we're going to be in here for. I mean, there's nobody in here right now. So we ended up outside of we have an office now, a PDO building. And the PDO is the Public Defender's Office, for those of you who are unaware. I am a public defender.
Tell me, fella.
What?
Hey, tell me. Are you all right?
Where the hell is everybody?
It's doing a weird thing where
It's
like,
still more like 15
I
minutes.
know.
Yeah,
It
it like
goes-
blanks everything out and stuff.
no.
But
So like,
the people we have here are the
that
woman
goes-
in
it's going
the
to the
reindeer
cops. Never done
antlers
that
is
for
a
me before.
magistrate judge. The gentleman with the orange hair
Shit, I'll
and
post
the
something.
very festive garb is Judge Yackle. Or I believe Justice Yackle, actually. Correction. The gentleman in the nice vest is a court clerk. And then the individual with the orange hair and the nice tattoos is Taomi, one of my favorite DAs. The gentleman next to me is Mr. Elwood Hardy, a fellow lawyer and a good teacher. Good friend.
No, I'm not.
Last night he took Hugo out and taught him how to hunt for the first time.
That was last
fun.
night.
what
With the reset, there's been a lot of
what's
food
with the
issues, so the
permit that you
lawyers
got
are
going
working to become
bit.
self-sufficient.
Like, on hold?
Are you feeling better now?
Okay.
A little bit.
So,
I have a broken
Are you able to
arm.
approve it,
Do you
or
I
are you
can't feel
waiting?
my left fingers.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see somebody's in the chat. Just want to make sure I'm coming through
yeah.
clear, right? Like my audio's
Yeah, I
coming through
know,
properly.
Yackle helped me out earlier with that, but I wasn't sure if there was something else about it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna get it.
Fucking
I can
sounds
turn
like a
myself up,
spell
yeah.
that.
Thank you.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
Thank
let
you very
him know,
much.
because I assumed that you approved it.
Oh,
Once
Yeah, I
Yackle
hope you
made the
feel better.
decision, I told him, as far as I know, you're
I
good
hope
to go.
so. They look delicious.
Cool.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Freshly baked this morning.
How's that? Is that better?
Oh. Oh wow.
Because that's just gonna raise it for you
Black
folks,
Christmas
not
food.
for the game.
See?
If that's good, then
Yeah,
that
look,
should work out
absolutely.
well.
Is there a problem with my fit?
Yeah. Are you saying
why
my
is
fit
that?
better? Are you saying I look better?
So, I walked up earlier and said they both look very nice, and
Not to call
Yackle
it
was just
post
wearing
on
a sweater.
The DA's office that we didn't open court to.
Yeah, gotcha. I was just getting drowned
Okay,
out.
sir, do you need to fight anything
Instead you
today?
take a
No,
picture
sir.
with
I'm
us
just
when
here to
we-
watch.
Well,
Okay,
no,
perfect.
can't
Sir,
post
do you
on
need
my
to fight
computer,
anything
just be
today?
popular.
No, thank you.
Okay, perfect.
Nope.
Okay, we're looking good.
No,
we're looking good so far.
No.
He's like, we got
I
nothing to do.
posted and told them we got the PDO
We
here
don't
if
need
they
to
need help
post
with
it.
legal
We don't need
advice.
to worry.
So
Yep.
I need to get like a podium at the front.
Yeah, there's
Like a
quite a
little
few
VVD.
lawyers on duty
That'd be
right
cool.
now.
Yeah.
Let me take your coat, sir. Here's your ticket.
We got quite a few lawyers on duty right now.
Yeah. I messaged some of them. And nobody's
You grumpy for
responding.
my fits betting?
Mr. Fitzpatrick
No.
responded to me and said he was still in the middle of the bar.
Uh-huh.
Maxwell.
You know what?
Who's
You know what?
that?
Hey, I think you and Sonny, you guys are gonna do great in this open court.
Uh-huh.
You know what's mad? I'm not even on duty.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Yakko, you
Good
know I
luck,
can't.
Francesca.
So
Oh, you-
Sunny,
Good
this
luck.
individual just walked in. We'll actually
Sorry,
be
your fit's so good, you
covering
should
some
be fine.
content regarding him
This is my
tomorrow.
courthouse now.
He made
Alright,
a
we'll see.
ruling
Let
that
power flood through me and
caused
take over.
disagreements.
Are you, since you're in charge,
With
does
a
that mean
lot
you're
of the
doing,
lawyers.
applications for people who want to be lawyers?
No,
Hey.
to talk to the head of DOJs for that.
Yeah.
Come here, come
I
here.
haven't note yet.
I don't think the
Come
judges are
Yeah,
gonna deal with
DOJ.
those
Ooh, you just
for
gave
now.
bad info.
Not
Gotta talk to the
DOJ,
PDO.
PD, that's what I meant. You know what I meant.
Yeah, but
The
he
lawyer
doesn't.
was coming for him.
There we go.
What's up, Tammy ass motherfucker?
Oh,
What the
hey,
hell?
haven't seen you
You're
in a long
ready for a
time.
court. You don't need no mock trial, girl. You just do that shit.
How you been?
Oh, nice
Here I
to
am.
by the way.
Thank you. I like the shirt a lot.
Everyone know me
Yeah.
as the
Oh yeah,
very
18
serious
plus
judge.
advisory
I'm
on
doing
everything,
fine.
kind of.
Got hit by a
Not
truck
exactly,
yesterday.
but advised.
Where's my whip?
Then I got hit
Send
by
it
2
here.
more on the way to MIT.
Court can get weird.
Is that Chuck?
Court can get really weird. I have seen
Hey, how's it
people
going,
talking
everybody?
about
Hey,
specific
showing
parts of
up,
anatomy
yeah,
What the
fine.
fuck?
For,
That thing
like,
talks and moves?
hours.
I thought it was a doll.
What
The hell did you say?
So-
What the hell are you
What
saying
the
to
Be
me?
advised,
sorry, I
just
just-
because
I
this
just
is a
had that
courtroom does not
Hey,
mean.
how could you say such a thing?
The
Call
fuck
me
is
a
the matter with you? Are you
fine.
talking about me?
Yeah, and here it
Hey,
Oh.
goes.
me a puppet?
These are our
You
judges.
got
Yes.
smoked.
And this
Lucky
isn't
I'm
any
a judge.
disrespect to them. I actually
Oh,
love the
yeah.
way
Back
that they conduct
alley.
themselves.
You can still meet in
Oh.
the back alley
Mostly.
if you want.
Oh, you want me in the back alley?
For back shots?
What the hell?
What the f? Whatever that means. I want. Oh, let's do that. What's a back?
Can I provide
Money
some
shot,
legal
maybe?
advice here? I'm gonna
Yeah.
provide some free legal advice. You do not
All
want
right.
back shots.
Okay.
I don't know. I just heard some Zoomers saying.
What's your name, sir?
Hello, officers.
Hmm? Mine,
Hello.
Lee Barnes.
Lee
Gotta
So
be like
there's
Jello
a gentleman
shots.
around
Yeah,
here
open
known as
doors,
back
starting like
shots,
10
and what he
minutes.
will do
Alright,
is
so
he
we're
will
gonna
convince
go.
you to assume a
Yeah.
You
position,
got a
Good.
bailiff for
So-
us?
and then he will put
I'm
multiple bullets
You
in your
have to
back.
Look to you in your judging deputies.
Nope.
Are you a magistrate?
It took me a long time to figure out what it
Awesome, I
meant,
look for it. Are you
because
doing any-
obviously
you
there
doing
are
any-
other
Yeah.
implications.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll give you some
Fuck yeah.
Halloween candy or
Yeah, you have one for
What's
Leo.
funny is
Christmas
that the
candy.
roboting is a lot better than it
Christmas
was
candy.
previously.
I'll work
Oh,
for
Yeah,
fuck
yeah. I'll
Alright,
make more.
there you
Can
go.
call
There's
you,
Oh my
There.
bad. I
So now we've
Got
got
it,
2
Candy.
troopers,
Oh god, this is so good.
Who
I
gave me their
think
number in the
a
middle
member
of
of the
all that? I
DA's
don't even know.
office,
Thank you.
It was
that
me.
individual
Okay,
who's
it's my karma.
blonde.
a
My
little
bad.
prank, sir.
And then we've got a citizen wearing the purple
Alright,
hoodie.
don't die on
Thank
us.
you.
You know what?
Also in the back
I
there,
think
in
you
the
guys should
red
try
and
taking
black
a
hoodie,
nice
is
step
the
in
one of the
if
heads
you
of the
don't.
PDO, Liz Spajek. There are
God, my
3
life's
heads
in
of the
shambles. I
PDO,
don't
my
have
office.
state
So
ID and phone number
he's
memorized
my
anymore.
boss.
Want to be in the shadows right now.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you are in the shadows.
He's a pretty good boss, not gonna lie.
334 plus 1 is going to be
I think mine's
working open court.
That's my plan.
10,
If
10,
needed, we're going to be on
Alright.
channel 4.
Yeah, but you should. step
Ah,
back
the
up
troopers
some.
have been called in
Yeah,
to
pipe out.
provide
I like the watch.
sides of the story, I would assume, depending on which direction this court trial takes.
Or
Or rather,
uh,
not this
or
trial, but
Naruto,
open
his
court
old
as a
phone number
whole.
was
Yeah,
quad
I'd like
ones.
to gain experience from watching first.
I work for
Yeah,
Is this
well,
guy a
let's see what
clerk?
open court has
The
for
guy
us
in the
today.
purple?
How you like that? Base things headstrong, huh?
I'm here to work. What do you mean?
Yeah, I definitely never shadowed
Listen, my life is in
bunch of these
shambles since I
already
fucking lost
as
my
a
hat.
court clerk.
It's
I wish you
so
best luck, then.
just an explanation here too. So if you become a paralegal, you should become a paralegal either for the PDO or for the DA's office. The DA's office is the prosecution, the PDO is the defense. There's also a third option of becoming a private
Hi,
lawyer,
Freddy.
but that is
Oh, boy.
pretty rarely utilized from my experience. Oh, that's Freddy. That man in the green is also a DA.
I don't know, like 5 minutes.
Are you here to fight something, sir?
I didn't really count the time when I announced
but
it.
then you become a
Hey, there
paralegal.
you
I'm happy you
was.
showed up though, Chuck. It shows initiative.
The
And
gas
you
station selling
either
K2 again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I showed up
work for the
earlier, but
DA's
no one
office
was
or the
around,
PDO. You work your way up.
Hold up, are
In
you
the
saying
PDO's office, there's
the gas
associate
station's sold
lawyer,
K2?
lawyer,
No, I'm
lawyer,
asking, are they selling
mentor,
again?
and
Has
then head of the
everything recovered?
PDO. Obviously, as you
Haven't
get
been by
further
yet.
up in the tree, it's not something you just go for. It's something that's
Everything's
more so
pretty normal.
roles that need to be filled by
Hell yeah.
competent people.
It's a fucking K2.
So
and
after a
Can't find a
certain point,
chainsaw
things kind of
for some
level
reason.
out. I
That's
didn't
the
have
one
any
work I wanna do.
anticipation of doing anything besides paralegal then lawyer, because associate lawyer was created halfway through my progression.
Y'all ever do that?
So I don't mind the additional ranks. I will eventually be striving for lawyer mentor, but
work.
that's because I want to teach more
I
people this
scream at my
stuff and
neighbor
take more
when they pick
paralegals
up
down
my
with me to the
fucking food
cells.
order by mistake.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Freddie
Great.
says frickin' a lot. I once
I
offered
tell
to
them
give him
what
a
the
cigarette.
frick was
he
the
said that his
bite out of
mommy
my
doesn't let him.
hamburger.
So he's something.
That's pretty gross.
And then you make them take a bite of the pavement.
No, I just eat around it.
Fucking rub their face into the
But if you
concrete.
wanted to become a judge, you
I
don't start
just
as a
ate around
paralegal.
it.
You actually start as a court clerk. You do filings
Sweet.
and work for the judges along with for the public.
Of course, I'm hungry.
And you show up to these trials and they do stenography.
surprise
They
me,
hold
Freddie.
all of the information and they keep transcripts and records for court proceedings, which is
You know, I wish I
really
would won
important
what-
and
what
useful.
kissing was.
Oh, congratulations.
Where's TT?
outta ya.
Isn't she doing court clerk shit?
I don't think she's a court clerk anymore, you wanna.
After
What
the
is
court
she?
clerks, then you have
She's a
magistrate
DA
judges,
assistant.
which can preside over these
think we
kinds
have
of
any court
cases,
What
clerks.
the
as
hell?
well
Why'd
as
you
bench
swap
trials.
sides?
Then you
That's
have
a lot.
judges. Then above that you have the justices, and above the
Oh, yeah,
justices you
awesome.
have
Did
Supreme
TT get
Overlord Dan Faley.
Yeah, I
Dan
poached her.
Faley is the head of the DOJ,
Oh,
Found
wait,
you,
I forgot
Elijah.
you're on
and
the.
he's a real good
What-
man.
what
I
the
like
hell,
his rulings a
Freddie?
lot.
What's the matter
Sorry,
with
you
you?
wanna-
You
Always
wanna
It's
play
super
that game?
logical.
I need an assistant, you wanna.
You know what, Freddie? After this, you want to be a magistrate judge?
Huh.
Oh,
What?
I actually got to ask Dan about that, but I don't know why you said that.
Nim was okay with.
Huh.
Yeah, Nim was okay with little
Hey,
TT
Gene?
coming over to us.
He's alive.
Nah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
I mean, you took all our
Freddie's
clerks.
assistant.
At least let us have
Fucking
like
club.
one of them.
Yeah, you're goddamn right. We did.
have a lot of court clerks too.
Well, two of them, I guess.
We just have one court clerk
You
for
know,
the
you wanna. I'll
PDO,
think about it. I gotta ask my mommy
but
first.
she's the
Nah,
best
I'm
court
kidding,
clerk
Freddie.
besides the
well,
head
I'm not
clerk.
kidding.
The head
Maybe I'm
clerk is
not
What the
also
kidding. I don't
fuck?
know.
awesome.
I don't know,
You should
Freddie.
kill.
Evelyn
I'm
Dan-
saying,
Let him
I'm
go
gonna
through
say
that
it,
again.
I don't
Previously
think
was
the
a
DA's
lawyer.
office cares
Oh, it's
about
loud in here,
you
sorry.
as much as they should because they demoted you multiple times and it's not
It-
fair.
it-
Oh, they
Junior
sure
attorney
did.
is not a demotion.
He got demoted. He got fired and then fired again and then demoted from DA and then
He
demoted
probably
again.
deserved
Yeah,
it.
he did. He did.
You
We
guys
didn't
don't
do the
appreciate
DA
frenemies
thing.
enough.
Dan did that one. We can't blame us on that one.
I'm just saying.
Frickin' Dan.
Well, you wanna. Like I said, I'd have to talk to my mommy if she wants me to be a magistrate judge or not.
God,
Silence your phone, Blonde
God
Karma.
darn it.
Hey, I'm the judge. Don't tell me what to do.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
My
should do that.
phone, I can have on silent.
Open court will start in 2
Not you
minutes.
guys.
Oh, it's already off.
No.
Nice.
You just said
I'm
your
the
phone
judge
you
now.
can have on silence.
Blake Moore is still in his
That's
bar
what everybody
exam,
should be doing.
Here.
Yeah, I
and
said they
Cillian's
have
giving it to him.
saying they
I'm
can't
assuming
order.
Mr. Moore is still in his
Okay, well,
exam, and
you
Mr.
need it on
Fitzpatrick is still
silence too, 'cause
providing
it'll
it to
drive
him,
me crazy.
which is good.
Everyone
Those
needs
should
their
be
fucking
long.
phones on
Wow.
silence.
Shit. Well, I just messaged Moore and I said, "Open court. Get your ass to the court now." Whoops. Holy forgot
to
they're
who?
in the bar exam.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Did you inform Mr. Streets?
Yeah, I didn't see him on there.
He's on there. You should
Thanks,
inform him
everyone.
since we
I
need to
gotta
have a
save his number.
conversation with him anyways.
Perfect, you ready? We should be starting soon.
Yeah.
I do love the decoration they did though. It's very nice.
Oh, great. Perfect.
Also, just ignore the sound of the freaking
Apparently
fire
not zero
hydrant.
people.
everybody hits fire hydrants, and whenever somebody starts talking, the background audio will be quieted.
Probably all stuck in the snow.
So it might be annoying, but it will be gone shortly, especially considering how much people talk in these kinds of proceedings.
You would think with all those tickets, they would just come flooding down.
Yeah,
That or they
no
don't know they
Shabazz
never got
here.
ticketed.
Got a few tickets.
I'll be completely honest, not very many cell calls at all.
Yeah, if they throw them the tickets on
Anyway.
mental, they probably don't even
speaking
know
of the
they have a
devil.
ticket.
There we go. We might have a cell rep.
Are you
Oh.
here to fight something or just?
Never mind. Somebody else got it real quick. That's good. That's good. Somebody's answering.
I was
Oh,
no one here
I'd
to
like to
fight
go
their
along
fucking
for that.
tickets.
What happened?
Because they probably
Scared
don't know they
me,
have
so
one
right.
because they go on rentals.
They're afraid.
You need a
Ooh,
town choir, you wanna,
good
to tell
point.
everyone about open court.
Yeah.
Freddie, can you go fry real quick there
Uh,
at the mall? I don't
That's
know.
exactly what I was thinking.
I'm a junior
You know what?
idea.
Actually,
want
you guys
another
all
town
stay
choir?
here. I trust you two. I'm gonna go yell at the mall.
Okay.
I will come along, Your Honor.
Good luck, you wanna.
I'm gonna go
Oh,
fucking
wait.
get everyone.
Aren't you supposed to?
Let's
stop?
do it,
I don't.
Good luck, Yackle.
if you don't mind.
He's gonna get stabbed.
Nah,
No, he's not. He's in good hands.
Hey, E, are you on radio?
Wait up, Your
Yee?
Wait up, Your Honor. Judges going out in public are a great time for them to get kidnapped, so we're gonna make sure that he stays safe. Especially since he can give us a lawful order, so if something really happens, he can tell us just about to do anything.
Hey, if they need help before I get back, can you help them? If they need help before I get back. Oh. I said, if they need help before I get back. Hello? Hello? Hello?
How's it going overtime?
Yeah, I said, hey, if they need help before I get back, can you help them? The two, no, I'll be back in a couple. I'm just yelling at the mall. Hey, if you guys get a ticket and you want to fight it, open court started.
Right now.
Yeah, open court started now.
I hope you don't mind that we came along, Your Honor. In my experience, it's just, you know, you're kind of very obvious right now.
All good.
I worry.
About what? Hey, open court at the courthouse. Open court at the courthouse.
Open court at the courthouse.
Open court at the courthouse.
He's just running into a wall. There's not many people in the mall today. Open court at the courthouse.
The hell, help.
On my way, sir. Do you need a little pickup?
I can't see anything.
I got you, sir. I got you. Come here.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Stop moving. I got you. I got you. Do I have your permission?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I'll take you outside real quick.
All right.
He's
I hate
glitching.
them all. I can't see a
He
thing.
can't see anything. Yeah, that happened to me earlier in the courthouse too. I had to close my eyes for a minute.
Yep. All right. I don't know. Nobody's here.
Nope, nobody's here.
Where the hell is everybody?
There you
All
are,
right,
sir.
whatever.
In like half a dozen.
Oh. Oh no.
Might
All
be
right.
An open court situation.
I'm gonna go back to the courthouse.
I'll make sure you get there.
What? What the? Why did you just?
Yeah, it's very dangerous for judges. Even weddings. I've been to weddings where things went awry for judges.
Hey, there's open court at the courthouse. Hey, anybody show up yet? God, yeah, all right, we're waiting. Hey, open court at the courthouse.
Okay.
Okay.
We need to pay someone to like go to every single traffic stop a cop does and tell the people they can fight the ticket right now.
I feel like the cops wouldn't appreciate that, sir.
And
Sorry.
Good point.
people have the right to know that they can get their... Huh?
I try my best to not
Unacceptable.
antagonize those people. Unacceptable. Dude sounds like a lemon grab.
I know. We can start calling up everyone that got a ticket.
He really wants to do court right now. He's like set on it.
No?
Hey, he didn't die.
Told you he'd come back safe. We got him covered.
Nope. Like,
How many did you get interested, Joanna?
I don't know. I saw there was a traffic stop and I told them to come fight it.
Oh,
Wait, do the cops have cars or not?
I'm due.
I was running low on cigarettes. That could have been very bad.
Are Matt's going for a ton at the moment?
If Hugo runs out of cigarettes, things will hit the fan very
no clue.
quickly.
I just noticed a post about him.
Hello.
It was a couple $100
You here
for
to
some of
fight
them.
any? Or just watch?
No, I'm looking for my lawyer, actually. Echo, is he here?
I don't know. Do you see him?
I've never met him before. But
Oh.
I guess he's not here. I'll call him.
Good luck.
People committing crimes, please ask for a bench trial or something.
Wait,
I'm
don't
tired.
you should be saying that.
I'm not saying to do crimes. I'm like, if they're already doing it.
You should probably just post on Life of a Day.
I
If
will
you
go
think you
blow
got a
someone's
ticket,
brains
our
out right
event
now.
will Come.
Don't say that.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Hey,
don't,
Trooper,
don't
can I
do
bug
that.
you real quick?
I'll be like,
Or
go
you can't.
I have
fight
my,
your charges.
pistol.
See, I like how they said
Bench
don't
trial.
do that, and I said
Please,
don't
Please.
say that.
Please.
Desperate.
Difference in
Please.
jobs.
Well, this is a good one.
See, my problem isn't that he might go commit that as a lawyer. My problem is that he just admitted it in front of a courtroom.
Are you here to fight anything or just watch?
Watch, please.
Okay, carry on.
Makes it much harder to defend on the back end.
Are you here for
Hello, Mr.
for
Snork.
court?
No, I'm just here to watch.
God damn it!
Fracking.
No, he doesn't deserve to be
Yeah,
sworn at.
right.
He's a good man. Person.
I'm a good snork.
Yeah, you're a good snork.
Terrible.
That's correct, sir.
Snork's not terrible.
So that's Snork Snorkington. I got him a lawyer before the server restart,
Only
and if I
cost
had
one
passed my
fuck.
bar, I was gonna give him my
Of you?
services.
I'm sorry.
I had to go work at a
Wow,
goddamn
Snork.
Vietnamese rice field.
It's good to see you all right, Mr. Snork. Could I get your number?
Yes.
Could you stand up for a moment, sir? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcomes.
Remember, if you need a lawyer, I've got your back, sir.
Maybe there just hasn't been
Good
enough time
man.
yet for people to get tickets.
You know, I would
Oh.
normally engage with that, but Hugo's still kind of upset about his ruling.
Can we do a mock trial or anything?
I got some really good cheap cars. I got
Okay.
a
Hey, Carter, you on for?
$1,300 car. That's a class 6.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, nice.
So we'll probably do open
People
court for a
pull
little
up
while.
Peters.
If we get calls from dispatch, we'll go do cell reps. You can see how cell reps work in real time instead of their sped up format. Because obviously, I speed up a lot of things. Like the trial fighting for freedom, that was 3.5 hours.
Shut up. Stop talking.
It went from 1 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. It was a trip. We got, but like as you saw, we were able to compress that down pretty darn effectively. You're not gonna get that as much here. I was thinking about doing more of these streams, but it also really depends on what we get out of this too. I like clipping just because it makes things a lot easier depending on when stuff is happening, you know? Because I can't force anything here. I can always be like, oh, I'm gonna go do my hobby, or I'm gonna go do this or that, but like I can't force anything that isn't organically happening. There are ways to steer things, but there aren't ways to just be like, yeah, we're gonna do this now because I'm streaming. No, can't do that. I really like Purple RP. Its rules are pretty straightforward and simple, but also any RP's rules, they gotta be pretty stringent about where they set the lines, because if the lines start getting blurred, then things gets weird. And then you end up with people who don't take it as seriously, and then the whole experience just diminishes for everybody. So I really like the balance they've found, and the developers for this server seem to be really solid. A lot of respect going out to them too.
Uh-oh.
Building all of this on the
Judge
GTA
Echo?
framework is
Yeah?
amazing.
Do we have any civil prices yet? file a civil-
What, for filing a civil case?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll say
500 sounds good, I think.
yeah, sure, 500. What the hell?
What do you think, Liz? 500 reasonable?
See you guys later.
Bye.
Okay.
See you
Bush.
What's your name again, Trooper?
Yeah, I don't care. I'll say 500.
Okay, just spread that along,
I
Liz.
gotta remember your name. All right, cool.
May change later, but
Thank you.
probably will.
Yeah, 500 I think reasonable for now.
So they're talking about filing charges for starting civil proceedings. There used to not be any charges associated with that. 500 is a little bit steep, but it's not anything to balk at too terribly. I think they're trying to fix the problems that occurred in Point 5, where the government just racked debt right before the reset. Just
Alright,
Saba,
Evan,
the
come
San
up.
Andreas Bar Association, was nearly $8 million in debt. Every single lawyer could see it when they accessed their ATM, as they had access to the Saba account. And we all knew that we were financed purely by debt.
Oh, do I need my ticket?
So I think these charges are meant to help
No,
alleviate some of that
You can
stress.
say your name and you'll be able to tell you if you have one or not.
Alright. Awesome.
Alright, let's get in a cinematic view. Navigating this thing is hard, but I've gotten better with it.
Alright.
Oh, a flower crown. Very nice.
You may approach.
I got a ticket for driving while obstructed, and I was wearing my helmet. It didn't obstruct my view or anything.
Yeah, so this
Nor
is the
my
one where you
hearing.
got speeding, failure to stop, and driving while obstructed, correct?
Yes.
And the processing officer is Brian Stryker. Bailiff, can you see if he's available to come down?
Yeah, I can. Is he on duty? Let's see.
What's the name?
Who the
No, it's obstruction.
the officer or the
There we go.
defendant?
Headset, mask, or
Haru Holiday.
I'm Haru.
earplugs.
Haru.
Can you show your ID real quick, please?
Striker is currently not on duty.
What about Sammy Falcon?
Not on duty as well.
Alright, guess we'll let State take care of it.
Yeah, let me take a look at it.
I almost
would
want to
you like
represent her.
to have a lawyer represent you? I think there's some in the crowd if they're willing to take you on.
I would volunteer.
Right behind you.
Okay.
Can you
Yes,
look at
please.
me? Yeah, can you
Yeah,
look at me?
certainly.
So I can. Do you have the glasses on? The goggles on?
And there is some photos in the evidence. court clerk, I don't know if he's... Do you know how to give them the photos?
The photos should be on. Let me look.
Should be on the investigation.
So
I think-
who's doing it? Hugo?
Yes, sir.
Hugo to it.
Thank you, Taomi.
Actually, I won't be able to add them to citations.
Yeah, because
to
it's
give
a
me
ticket, right? We can't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say the plate had the right plate on it. They were going 57 on the radar, and have a picture of her driver license and her having a helmet. And did you give me your phone number yet, Hugo?
Yes, I did, Taomi.
Okay, I'll take a picture of it and just send it to you.
Thank you. How's it going, Michael? Yeah, we're doing a court case right now. I just picked one up while sitting in open court. So we're going to be defending this
defense,
individual.
you'll need a couple minutes to review this.
Yeah, I would appreciate a couple of minutes to review this. Thank you.
Okay. Just let me know when you're ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, is that the guy they paid like 15K to?
Hmm?
I'm in court.
I don't know.
I have some fridges up in Harlan's office if you need space for food.
There we go. Just make sure you have my number.
It's on the right. You should go on the right.
So he's going to take a picture of the pictures that were done during the traffic stop.
Totally fine.
I sent you the.
Thank
I'm
you, sir.
also a magistrate.
Yep.
Perfect.
So there's nothing
You as
in
well, magistrate game.
evidence
Hell
locker.
yeah.
Good. 3 magistrates. Perfect. Now it's like even and stuff. Awesome.
Yeah, we're the new judges. We're cooler. than
Yeah,
them.
we are. We are truly.
Okay, Your Honor. I believe I am ready.
All right, state, are you ready?
Needed 60 seconds.
Give me a moment.
Okay.
To make it easier, if you look up Haru, Haru, you can look for a criminal record.
We were going to drop the driving while obstructed, but everything else we're keeping.
Ma'am, you were only contesting the driving while obstructed, correct?
What's up?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're on the driving.
What was that, Taomi?
If you look in the, let me see if I have it. Can you give me one moment? I want to grab the tourist guide real quick. It should have the speed limits on it.
Yeah, let me know what it is just to double check.
Can you hand it to me?
Just for clarity as well, Your Honor, my client is only contesting driving while obstructed, so if they're willing to drop that...
Yeah.
It only has city and highway.
So she was given 3 different separate charges.
So a year happened and we still haven't figured that out,
Yeah, so driving
State,
while
are you willing
obstructed...
to drop that charge?
Yeah, we
Or
could drop the obstruction. But
Okay,
I
what
would
do you
just want to say
Go
that you
ahead.
probably shouldn't drive with a helmet on. At least. Because police are pulling people over for that for some reason. Not a headset, it's just a helmet.
Yeah, I would say that has to do with the specific definition. One of the reasons I was willing to take this. The definition...
because I know mainly they do that when they're wearing masks. That's covering their ears.
Yeah. Like, if you have like a reason to have the helmet, go for it. But it's not a headset. I would just consider like the dispatchers having those headsets. I would probably charge with something like that. But it looked like the helmet had gaps in between her head and the helmet, so she could still hear things.
All right.
So it's
If
not
we're
like
gonna
she's
be-
blocking it. What's up?
I was just gonna say, if we're gonna be freaking giving people tickets for wearing a helmet while driving, then how the frick are people gonna drive their motorcycles?
Well, it's in the
That's different.
like car, yeah.
It doesn't specify that in the charge.
It's also no longer an infraction to be operating without a helmet on a motorcycle.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
I would
Alright.
consider that
No,
reckless
Magistrates,
driving.
what do you think?
Oh. Okay.
For them to just
So
drop
yeah,
it
we
out.
want to drop the suggestion part of it.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
What do you think, Rudy?
Oh no, 100%. To be honest with you, if you look at the picture, the front windshield is broken, so her wearing a helmet actually makes sense. Just in case like debris
Yeah.
comes up through the window and hits her in the head.
I mean, you're right about that.
And she has glasses on too, so I think she's actually doing a good job protecting herself.
I need to
Yeah,
say
she's
like
pretty
you hear
safe.
nothing,
Yeah.
and my job is
No,
done.
I haven't paid it. Yeah.
Okay. How much is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you pay it, we probably reimburse the suggestion part of it.
$111.
Yep.
Can confirm it's 111.
So
And
I
how
can
would
pay
she
it
get
right
that
now,
money
or-
back?
Welcome in, Landon.
Would she have to go to
The PD need to transfer it to her now. From
We've
their
gotten
phone.
everything our
do they
client
have-
wants.
Do they have money to do that?
So now we're just waiting on the judges.
I mean, they don't have to pay it right away.
They're already in a Nate. The
But I will make a
troopers are
note
already
that she will get 111 back.
Alright.
From the PD, the trooper's office.
Yeah, but only like
Yeah.
after she pays it.
GTA
That
5
way you don't
roleplay
just take
on
the
Purple RP.
111 and just run off.
We're
I
in
don't
the
think she will,
courthouse.
but never know.
So this woman in front
Just
of me,
if you're marking it on her profile, just mark the date that you that it's been dropped.
she's contesting a
Yeah, because
ticket.
only one charge got dropped, so I guess I just put that, right? It's not the whole
Yeah,
ticket
just
got
a
dropped.
driving while obstructed 111.
Yeah, so this is open court right
Pay
now.
after the ticket is paid.
My character, Hugo Pattesta, is a defense lawyer and is currently representing this woman because she needed a little bit of assistance. Like, she doesn't have access to all the definitions. So if she loses, she'll pay more money. Because it's a ticket. It's not like this is not an actual sentencing thing. I am waiting for the phone to ring, and if the phone rings through dispatch, we will try to snipe it, because that will be an actual cell trial or a cell rep where we go down, we talk with a client who's been arrested for XYZ crimes, we try to do a negotiation. Yes and no. The thing is that if she just pays the ticket, then cops will keep on pushing that infraction, and in the definition of the infraction, it specifically doesn't list what she was doing. So, like, that's one of the reasons I took the case, was because I saw something wrong with this. Up there, we have a bunch of judge magistrates and learning judges.
Yeah, cool, you missed
The
the
gentleman
entire
right in
thing.
front of us is
I
Judge
think it's
Yackle.
noted on it now.
The one hiding behind the flag now is Judge Yackle, or Justice Yackle. He is presiding, or rather watching to
Yackle,
make
do you
sure everything
want to
goes
double
well.
check?
What?
We just
You
did a
probably
traffic.
want-
You gotta understand that
probably want to,
Yackle's
like,
been running
hold on
around for
open
30
for it.
minutes trying to find
okay,
somebody to
fine.
bring a case forward, so the fact that she did it all, they're happy. Yep, we have access to the entire map. We might even go hunting later up in the mountains, depending on if the lawyer
Good,
line
let's
stays
go.
quiet. The lawyers
Alright,
are trying to stay
we should all do
self-sufficient
then.
on food,
Make sure to pay
so
your
we
ticket
go
first,
hunting and
then
fishing, and then we cook a
you'll
lot of
have to
food
have
in our
PDA reimburse you
offices.
the $111.
Because there's not a lot of
Okay,
food
thank you.
establishments that are open yet.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great
Thanks, guys.
day.
Thank you,
guys.
Otto.
Thank you, guys.
Of course.
Thank you, lawyer.
Gee.
Anybody else?
Good
Oh my
job,
god,
Hugo.
you
Thank you,
need
sir.
something?
Wagwan, Your Honors.
My job is done.
Me, Flippy Kuze. I was wondering if I could have
Flippy!
Don't know
me,
who
me
you
old
are.
job back.
What job?
Me old job back.
Job
Yeah,
on.
Kuze, you're hired back.
Woohoo!
Wait, what was his job?
He's the stenographer.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I do real good
so
at
Oh,
the
so
Part
typing.
useful. So needed.
What?
I do real good at the typing.
Yep, hold on. I'm gonna make a rank for you and actually hire you in.
Woohoo! I
Shirley,
love
You
you're
can
not
finally
criminal,
get
are you?
paid, Flippy.
Yeah, man. You never done nothing but
Very
we
nice.
swam back to the home island once I saw me flooded.
You want me to check his profile?
We're not doing too good on
Uh,
frames today. I'll
I
have to check
trust
that
him.
out after stream ends.
You can check me, man.
He looks good to me.
Yeah, but we have access to everywhere. We have our own offices in
wearing
a
a
separate
wig?
building. We had to leave it before I started to stream
Yeah.
because audio was glitching real bad.
I had to put
There
the
are
ball
so
cap
many
on.
people
They said,
online because
this is
only
the
2
only
days
way
ago the
that
server
I
was
can
reset and everybody's trying to, get money, get
Of course,
jobs,
Lord would say that. She's always
regrow.
pulling pranks.
So there's a lot of activity going on, and I think we're reaching the upper
You
threshold
have any
of the
troubles with
server's
customs getting
capability.
in here this time?
Well, Jamon, they say wear this, and then I was good, and then I wear that, and then I was good. So I wear the bald cap.
Alright.
The bald cap?
Ice hasn't been working for you?
Nah, man, nah, surely not this time.
Not this
Alright.
time. They might want 10K now.
Oh no,
See
It's
who we
getting
got
nasty
to-
out there.
it's real cold.
Oh yeah, the in-app police got you last
Blake
time.
Moore has
huh?
passed his
Yeah,
bar.
the Nat police.
Mr.
Well,
Moore has
now
passed
that
his
I'm
bar.
official, maybe it go a good
This
distance.
is the price. What? Nobody else is here to fight anything?
Yeah.
Doesn't
No
look
one
like
can
it,
We're
do
Your
going
it.
Honor.
crazy on tickets. How is no one fighting them?
No one has vehicles yet.
No.
I do.
Hugo's not interested in government
people don't
takeover.
have
Somebody
vehicles
higher in
yet.
the
Anyone
PDO
have
tried to
questions? Does that
do
have
that
to
and
do
he
with it?
threatened him with
I've
force.
seen people with 3 or 4
Hello?
vehicles.
I should,
heard
Michael,
somebody
and
already
I will.
owning a
Come on,
house.
Come on up.
Legal people don't have make cars yet.
Hey, does anyone want to check if they have tickets on their rentals?
Come on, you should check.
The lack of legal
Maybe you
system
don't
in
know.
Purple or in
Yeah.
Valley does make me a little bit sad because Purple's legal system
No
is
one.
a riot
Why
to
even have
watch.
it-
It's
check
so
if I
it's
have
so
any
much fun
tickets.
in my opinion. There's a lot of sitting. Don't get me wrong, but no,
If you
that's
don't want a
arson,
ticket, just get a
Landon.
taxi everywhere.
This is RP, okay? So if you do something, you should expect to pay the consequences
bike.
for your actions. We're role playing as actual people
Where do you
here,
buy
right?
a bike?
So like there are criminals.
right
I
next
actually
to-
have
you know
some
where the
on my
mask store
phone.
is?
Way
Where the
down
what?
south, lifeguard.
The mask.
I
store
won't
is
do it, but other
on
people will and have
is
done
it?
it. Let's see
The
here.
boardwalk.
Butchie Beach.
Here, Kareem Singh.
Oh, okay.
This
It's
guy.
at the
yeah.
very end on Bay City Avenue.
The blocks just hit
Okay.
the wrong person and got my friend,
always
a friend
wanted
of the
one.
Saints. The Saints
Anyone of
gang
you
is
looking to
insanely
appeal any
powerful.
charges? Maybe tickets? Plenty of room.
Is Mr. Wagon on?
Is in the courtroom.
Can you please take off your mask while you're in the courtroom? please?
Nope. Mr. Wagon is not on
How
duty.
come we have a Canadian flag on the wall?
If he was, I'd sue him right now.
I don't
Oh,
know. They bailed out the
He
city.
calls his pasta sauce gravy.
one of the
North
court
American
clerks put it up.
Killian.
Oh God, no! Why is
Okay,
why?
so
Why?
it's not
Oh,
normal.
he's got a beard and
first of
everything
all,
now.
Landon.
He had a
Like
very
Hugo
bad
does a lot of
sickness.
weird stuff. Last week he took up
What
base
do you
jumping.
mean? Didn't he marry Savan? Or that different?
So like, there's still a
perspective?
lot to be had. This week I've been taking up hunting and trying that out. It's been
I
pretty
thought
interesting.
so. I mean,
Lots of mountain lions.
what?
There's a lot to be had here. This character is not a
I
criminal.
was just curious because
Hugo
I have
misses you,
Fitzpatrick
Michael.
in Savan's name now.
Hugo misses Valley. Hugo does miss Valley, and he was thinking about taking a vacation out there sometime soon for like a day or two. Go on a little leave of absence from
Maybe
lawyering.
just a coincidence. Maybe I just don't.
But the other thing is
Never
that like
recognized it, I guess.
I don't know. With his experience as a lawyer now, he might end up debating
This
the
is an
cops because there's no
absolute
penal
joke.
code.
Hogwash. Insane.
Your Honor, I'm going
Oh,
to go
yeah?
write some tickets to see if I can get people.
Yeah, I don't know. People just don't care, I guess.
Killian, do you
Well,
have
Nah,
something
man.
to yap about? Just come up here and yap.
PDO's always available.
I would, but the defendant is not available currently. I have an ongoing suit to with Mr. Wagon.
Oh yeah, no, we're not doing that
What?
right now. Don't
Yes.
worry.
No,
Don't.
no, they're
PDO is
leaving.
fu-
No, go.
Oh no, not Killian.
No.
all right, everyone. I think it's over.
Separate.
No.
Yeah, I can't afford to pay the cops.
Can we just,
Oh,
you know,
thank
just
you.
stay in here? Look how bad it is out there right now.
Oh, yeah, that's cold. You look
Just
good
do,
with
like,
your shoes.
A group photo for.
Oh,
no,
great,
just kidding.
great.
What a
first
disaster
open
for
court,
first
right?
open court.
Yeah.
I feel like a monk.
Hey, man, you know.
okay.
Right.
Good job,
It's,
everyone.
it's the weekend.
I think we're
not
going
the-
hunting.
Here.
Hunting, sir?
Oh, did you tell
Yeah, we gotta make some money or do something.
Oh, work.
I mean, I have plenty of money. I think we should just go hunting.
Yeah.
Fucking doors.
Let's go hunting and wait for a call. We've got a
That's
lot
way
of
up
hungry
north.
lawyers.
We do paperwork.
Man, I just say let's just wait for a
Hey,
call.
can
Go
I,
hunting. Hey,
follow
Mr.
y'all
Moore.
along? 'Cause I don't know what's going on.
Sure thing, sir.
Okay.
Congratulations, Mr. Moore. We're going hunting, by
Thank
the way,
you.
sir.
Oh, is open court over?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're an
Cillian's
associate lawyer
here,
now.
but
Nice.
he just took a nap. I don't know if y'all wanted to wait for him.
I think there's only 4 spots in the car.
Yep.
You can catch up.
Mr. Moore, do
I'm
you
gonna
have the
wait for
equipment
him. Y'all have
necessary?
fun. I'll call y'all.
Okay. He's off. All right then.
You like hunting?
I haven't been hunting in a long while, but yeah.
Do we want to try and grab
Some
Mr.
fun for the
Streets?
video. If you want to call him.
Okay.
We're gonna start running. Everybody good with that?
1 second, boss. 555-1571. There we go. Let's roll.
Yeah.
So he used to be Sammy Sidewalks, but he's now leveled up to Sammy Streets. It's more professional. He says it sounds less like a clown because there is a gaggle of clowns in
You don't
town.
have a car, do you?
No, I don't.
What's your name? I'm sorry.
Daniel Clark.
Clark. I'm Elwood. Call me Woody.
I'm Hugo. You can call me Hugo.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a different rental because that thing sucked.
That's fair. Mr. Streets is not answering. I'm gonna call Liz real quick.
Oh shit! It's in this envelope.
Gonna give you my phone number real quick.
Yes, sir. Hey, boss. We're going hunting. Do you want to come along?
I believe I already have yours from last night, I think.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cancel. Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me, boss?
I'm sorry, dude.
Oh. Hey, boss. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hey, we're going hunting. You want to come along?
Oh, we're doing a mock show.
We're doing a mock trial?
Yeah, we're doing a mock show.
Okay, I'll tell Mr. Elwood. Mr. Elwood!
What's up?
We're doing a mock trial, apparently, according to the big boss.
In court?
Where, boss?
At city, or what's called City Hall, the court.
City Hall, courtroom.
All right.
All right, we're going to turn back around, and we'll be there in just a moment, sir.
All right, see you then.
See you then. All right, let's roll.
All right. I gotta go put this around.
Tea keeps me warm. Let's go. Well, that was close.
Yeah. A bit too close.
Oh, it'll get closer. Don't you worry. Yesterday, I was standing in the road with a gentleman. 3 cars hit him. None hit me.
Oh.
They just kept on deciding that he was the better choice.
Yeah, I'm going in through the back door. It's too cold to be running around. Oh my god. You okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. He didn't touch me. We're good.
All right.
If he had, I would have just sued. Perks of being a lawyer, Mr. Clark. Not that door. This door. So, I have had criminals wait. Ooh. That might be something coming up in just a moment.
Nope.
Alright, here we are.
Alright. Bye.
Mock trial.
Did you skip out on hunting to come back?
Yep. I heard there was mock trial, and that's more important to me personally. We got plenty of food right now. It's just there was no calls.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the plan for this mock trial?
I don't know.
1 second.
I think Liz was
I have
handling,
some
right?
prepared mock trials, yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Elijah?
Who's gonna be defense?
You are now.
Sure. I was gonna volunteer to advise the defense, but if you want me to take center stage, I'll take it.
I mean, I'm not sure who wants to be a part of it, so y'all decide now.
I'm always down to advise defense.
I'll be
or
the
defense.
suspect.
I'm gonna go feed myself.
I fucking I did something,
Sir,
and
sir,
I did
Beat
it.
the shit out of someone.
Sir, please
Yeah.
plead your Fifth Amendment right. You have a right to it if you need or not.
Wait, shouldn't you be over there then?
Don't tell me what to do, lady.
I'm the judge. Biatch.
Oh,
I don't think you can call me that before trial. Wow.
The hell?
Oh,
What are you gonna
judge,
do?
Impartial judge.
I think Yakkel's crime is probably
Yapping too much?
yeah.
Someone get a gag
Obstruction of
order on him, Mom.
yapping?
Yeah,
the
obstruction
hell?
of yapping. Yeah, I think that's a
Aggravated
good one.
yapping?
Obstruction
There you go,
of
aggravated
yapping.
yapping. That's a good one. Yes.
Would I ever become a
You guys
criminal
will
if
be
I had
laughing when you
to?
guys lose your bars when I go talk to the head overlord about this. I'm gonna complain.
Corruption, Mom.
There are like
bar complaining on
Oh,
the
he's
board.
doing
Oh,
it.
bar
Oh, wait a
He's
complaint.
sec.
doing it. The
I'll take-
aggravated yapping in his
I'll
beginning.
take your bar complaint here. Let me give you a piece of paper. I'll
No,
even give you a piece of paper.
ain't giving it to you.
I need you to write it down for me.
Me and
Not
my lawyer
much
are
to-
gonna do a 5-page bar complaint. And you're fucking done. You guys are
Not
all
the
done.
5 pages.
Not that much. No.
Hey, you want to
Yeah.
keep talking, stenographer? I'll put you in it too.
No, Mom. Not me, Barley.
I nearly messed up. Not much. X
Don't worry, you don't need
cubed.
that stenographer. Stay
It's
strong.
true.
Or 12
Oh,
cubed.
big W.
We're just working around the
Hell
courtroom
yeah.
today. It looks like we tried to go hunting, but then we got a call for a mock trial. This gentleman next to me is a justice.
I can do the doctor witness if you need an actual
And-
doctor.
He's a really funny. He's actually doing a really good job of acting like a non-compliant.
Never mind. I guess I'm
client.
on your side for a little bit.
Oh,
Wait, I'm the suspect.
Oh, yeah, me text. Is Hugo the
No,
one
you're
or-
not, sir. You're an innocent man.
Or hello?
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I can help you.
Unless you tell me otherwise. So would I ever become a criminal? Yeah. There are a couple of
who's
conditions
DOJ
that could cause
Flippy?
Hugo to go full.
oh, that's me, Mom.
There's a couple
since
that
I'm
could
hired
cause
now, I
Hugo to go
changed
full
life
criminal.
is-
You
They
put
handle.
DOJ even.
You won't have your gun.
Losing
Come on,
his
'cause I'm
smokes
DOJ
is
now.
top of the
You
list.
put it in your profile details, not in your actual account.
After
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
I would
if
say
you know that as a thing, you
severe
can put it.
injustice.
Hey, who's the judge here?
Well, just because you're judging, but you could tell
Hey.
people what they could have as a Twitter name.
I'm just suggesting.
Okay, Mom. If you say so, Miss Judge, I do so.
I don't
That-
know.
That might seem like
Yakko
a
is a
violation.
justice.
No, I'm a suspect.
Yeah, he's a suspect.
No,
This is my
What
client,
the
my
hell?
innocent client.
This guy, I
This is
suspect
my
him.
client. He's innocent.
Really?
Yep. He didn't do
Got
nothing.
that look to him. The
Hey,
evil
Liz, do we
look.
have everything?
Yeah,
everyone
he
need?
had orange shell. He
Yep,
didn't. That.
So this is.
Oh no, we would
Separate
start a lawyer
sides.
gang.
So we have.
I'm not gonna lie. If like that were to happen, I would start or join a gang. A lot of defense lawyers actually have open invites to like all of the gangs in the city, all of the major gangs, because as defense lawyers, we actually work to help them. So we're in a special role because everybody else in the DOJ ends up getting targeted way more than the PDO does, and the PDO normally has pretty good relationships with criminals. Actually, Hugo is currently working on becoming a retained lawyers for the Saints gang. Because he really likes the way that the Saints operate. They will admit if they've ever done a crime.
I'm probably just gonna watch.
So he's been working very hard on trying to get them because they'll only bring cases that are worth
Why are the
fighting.
judges standing next to me?
What the fuck?
This intimidation, Mom.
Thought we just jealous
think
of
you're
my
doing it
cool
alone.
fucking job.
Why aren't you doing it with her?
Well, I thought I was gonna.
Yeah, like what?
You're the
hell?
shadower.
Yeah,
Alright,
you're
I
the
guess I'm
shadow. Mm-hmm. Did you get the
No,
mock
I would
trial
not. I would
documents,
not.
child?
I would not pull a gun in court. I have had to pull a gun as a lawyer before, though.
and he'll send it to you.
There are clips of it already online because there were
you
people
need to listen to them
streaming at the
anyway.
same time. I've
We
seen
need to
them. They're
have these
fucking hilarious.
magistrates connect
A
and
gentleman
not
ended
the
up
public so they
threatening
know
the
who they are.
lawyers and one in particular, and when he walked into our office
Like
with a
how I met
Molotov,
the one
5 or
guy
6 of us
called
drew on him.
Ten Toes or something.
And when he refused to comply, we put about 50 rounds in him. Maybe it was a little bit more, maybe it was a little bit less, but there was a lot of bullet casings on the ground. It covered nearly the whole floor. Because we all fired simultaneously. So, like, even though it was only a couple of seconds, you know, 6 guns going off full blast, we emptied a lot of shells. No crossfire either. Every single bullet contacted or hit the filing cabinet behind him and then just embedded in the wall. So not a single other person was injured from the fire. They were injured from actual fire, though. Because there was one that started in the room. It was a time. It was something. There will be clips of that. But yeah, no, I would never pull a gun to protect my client, as I'm paid by the state.
You can do it.
So, like, attacking other members of the state would not only destroy the reputation I have as a lawyer, but cause me to get disbarred.
Can I do it?
So doing
Can I
that
do
for
it?
one client
I'll
would
do
mean
it.
that I could never help another client again.
I'll be a doctor.
Thank you, thank you.
So is somebody gonna fill me in on the details of the case?
This
What are you talking about? This is the actual trial. You know you get the stuff last or late or delayed.
Yep, I know.
Oh my god, Brady violation. They didn't send us all the info.
Who is Brady? Where are they?
Can you give me your number, Hugo?
Oh, I got you. Well, you have my number, boss. I just called you.
Yeah, but I never got your contact. You never gave it to me.
Who's this?
Okay.
Who's the prosecution?
Seems lazy.
Where's the prosecution?
I don't think there is one, man.
Your Honor, I move for mistrial on
He's
grounds that
down
the
here.
prosecution is not here. My client needs to be able to see his accuser. He has a right to
Do you have someone who's doing prosecution?
Yes. I called a paralegal down who was hoping to get some experience. And he should be... Oh, there he is, actually, right behind me. Are you wanted to... Let's go. Would you like to be part of this?
Denied. Sorry.
Oh, I gotta open this somewhere else. Hold on.
All right, never mind.
Why don't you
So
go
Mama,
sit in
would you like to
your
be part of
spot
this?
and stop standing in front of us?
I gotta go pretty soon. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna check this
That's fine.
documentation on another screen.
I
Hold
was
on one
wondering,
second.
would you like to be part of the prosecution for this mock trial?
I want you to sit down.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Trying to tell me what to do?
Wherever I'm needed.
I don't know.
Can you?
Which number, sir?
So just read the part presented to you. And this is the mock trial 1.
Sounds good.
Yes, sir. Mock trial 1. All right. I'm reading through this. We've got attempted second-degree murder, possession of an illegal weapon, public intoxication, driving under the influence, grand theft auto, evading, and reckless endangerment. The total time would be 145 months. Months equals minutes, so a little bit over 3 hours.
That's right.
Attempted
walked away. She
second
don't wanna do
degree?
it.
'Cause I don't think we have that charge anymore.
She doesn't like the...
Oh, that's true.
We have
These are from the
aggravated
old,
second degree murder. I mean, we could still go along with that if it's
Officer 420 L.
Yeah.
Adams
Noticing.
arrived
You
at
could
the
amend
scene
it,
of
I guess,
Eclipse
maybe,
Hospital
but-
after receiving reports of a woman attacking TAC meds. When 420 L. Adams arrived, when Protowski
this is based off
Genevieve
the,
was
you know,
fleeing the
code,
scene
I
and
guess,
quickly
but,
found on West Eclipse
Is that
Boulevard,
fine, or would you like to change it to be...
pulling a
that's
man
fine. I
out of
was
the
just looking
vehicle
up
and
each of
fleeing down the
the-
street in said vehicle.
the definitions, and I just noticed it wasn't there. So.
Well, it also wouldn't be a Grand Theft Auto anymore.
Oh yeah, we can change it to theft.
Yeah, it would be theft of a motor vehicle. At least from what I'm reading here, would not be an intent to, you know, deny it forever. It definitely needs to go to a shop, but it's still working.
Or you
Or
can
you
have
could
it.
leave it as leave it as Grand Theft Auto, so it's a learning experience to make sure that you get the right charge.
Because they're gonna experience it. There's gonna be
Yeah.
cops
Oh
out
yeah,
there. They're gonna put them wrong all the time.
There's
I've caught
no
dozens.
possession of a legal weapon either.
Oh, were you wanting to? Oh, you're helping out, right? But that's okay. I mean,
Yeah, I
also,
could help at
Could
it.
it be criminal possession of a firearm? No.
Yeah, I
Back
think
up
this one's
Hugo's
gonna need some
co-counsel.
work.
Yeah, that I think that charge changed too. I mean, we could just do it as if it's the old ways by just noticing in the future you might need to
Yeah.
update charges for the mock trial.
I didn't consider this one.
I don't
Alright.
think we should operate on no longer usable code. No offense, but I think that that's a little bit.
I mean, if we do that, then we gotta change all these charges right now.
It's impromptu. So you gotta roll.
Yeah,
it.
well, let's create.
that's
we could
why
also work on a
either
different
we-
case.
But those charges might also be changed too, unless.
Well, I already have all the information given out, and it's the first one and all that.
Let's do
I mean, it's a mock trial, so.
I don't have
If
definitions
you
to
guys
work
really want,
off
just
here.
read like the brief statement and then look at the penal code
Yeah.
and put the
We
charges in that
basically
way.
know what charge it is, even
Yeah,
if the
just-
meanings.
I think that's
are-
the best way to do it if you want to do it quickly.
It's the principle, yeah.
Alright.
Learn how to argue.
So are y'all ready then?
I mean, to be honest with you, if there's like a rookie DA, you can like see what charges to push off this description.
Good point.
It's an argument. I can still take it. I'll take it still. I gotta open up chat again. I gotta be able to read that. Send them to prison? No, we could not eliminate everybody in this room
So
right
is, Are we
now.
missing anyone else?
Or
No,
missing anyone
we
else?
could not
No,
do
I
that. There,
think we
Mr.
have
Elwood
everybody
has
now.
4
Sorry,
guns.
Who's doing
No, I'm not robbing a bank, Landon. I've told you, this
this should
character's
be
not a
me.
criminal.
Paralegal.
And if I start operating off of
Anyone
chat
else
like
for
that, then that's also
prosecution, or
considered like
just him?
metagaming. I don't have any interest in doing that.
Just him.
No
I
offense, but that's not what this character is for. I've thought about
only other
getting a
paralegal
crim
does not have
character,
his
but the other thing is that I'm just
arc,
not that
but
kind of
I'm
guy
scared.
generally. I also would probably get a voice changer then for that
I'm not
because
scared. I just want to see how
Call
it works
him,
before
put him
I
on
actually get
speaker.
involved.
otherwise they'd start recognizing
Suck,
Hugo the lawyer
want me
might
to
have a
help out with
cousin who
prosecution?
really likes to do crime,
Call him.
and that will
Come
change
on.
their opinions
You
of me.
can do it.
Got someone there to hold your hand.
You gotta
So that
understand
should
that,
be
like,
fine.
I am one of the nicest lawyers in the city.
Well,
I have a
you always talk
reputation
about
as one of the
Yeah.
nicest guys in the city. I just want to help.
Hugo, what part of this is for us?
The
Yeah.
first section.
Or I mean, if you want to get some court experience yourself,
Okay.
maybe.
Because all of that information
help
should be
guide
provided
me.
to us. Evidence,
Yeah, much
officer
guiding
written
me, especially.
statement, along with the charges.
Yeah, let's give it a few more minutes and then we'll start.
Do you want me to
Judge
do
Yackle, I will be now
Okay.
referring to you as Miss
You can help out.
Genevieve.
Yeah.
Mister, thank you.
So,
Oh, let's get Cindy down here. I didn't think about that.
Pretty soon. Like,
The call was
I'm not sure
specifically
how
about
long I got yet, but
a woman. The officer
Okay.
received reports of a woman attacking TACMEDs.
All right.
Have you ever done a court case before? Yeah, I mean, you can do it.
No,
and
no,
can,
we
like,
can't.
do it
So, like,
together.
I'm
We
talking
can,
right
like,
now out of
rip off each other,
character.
you know what
So,
I
if we were to say that this was going on in the game, it would
It's
be
better
going
to
on
experience
inside
it
my
head
head.
on
This is my
than just sit on the
internal
sidelines and do it.
monologue
But
that I'm speaking
it's up
right
to
now.
you.
When I speak, you'll
This is
see
all
my
just
mouth
trial,
moving,
so
and like I said
you're
earlier,
just
my
going off the rip, right?
microphone
So
in
it
the
doesn't
upper
matter
right
if you
corner, that
remember.
little green circle,
It's all
that will
learned
get more
experience.
rings
So
around
it's actually
it.
better to actually
That will
do
show
it
that I'm
than actually
speaking.
not do it, because you can see what mistakes you would make if you actually did the real thing.
All right, I got another person.
I have to
helping out.
press a
That's Sammy.
key to
It's
toggle
but it
in.
is up to you. There's no pressure.
Every now and again, I
This is
accidentally
all
hit
just
the
for fun,
wrong
too.
key, and instead of talking, I point at something, and I just stand there silently pointing at the person. That's fun.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. It's better to experience it now than actually do a real trial and then
yeah.
fuck up somewhere,
that'll
but
go
when you already
with you.
experienced about it.
Alright, are y'all ready?
Oh, we're waiting for Sammy to come down.
Oh, one more person? Is it the...
Do you want me to do the charges, or do you want them to figure out the charges?
Remember to get in character, y'all. Make sure to read up your role.
Because I can whip up the charges real quick right now.
I would like
Based off the
that.
description.
If you're being a TAC med, you better act like one.
I mean, my last
I
mock
wanna
trial,
feel
there
the
was Santa Claus and some
stormtrooper going
elves.
through you.
Stormtrooper.
Presence, mom.
Wait, are you
Also,
saying that TACMed can't shoot?
Yakko, you gotta get into character. You gotta drink.
No, it's, you never saw their uniforms.
Dumb.
Literally looked like the Wish version of a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Oh
never
yeah,
thought
I'm
about
so
that.
drunk.
What was that?
He's so drunk.
rude.
Looks like TACMed and the officer are claiming assault, attempt, murder, but doctors and everybody else are saying no.
I haven't actually read this, so this is my paralegal had done this. So she spent like 12 hours actually working on this stuff. So
That's really good.
our work finally gets news.
Oh god, they're still sorting this out. I'll bet you this mock trial will go longer than stream too. Mock trials, in my experience, are 3 to 5 hours. I'm just here to help, but like, ugh. I got a plan. Mr. Moore?
Yeah.
As you have less experience, I will be letting you take the reins on much of this.
Oh. Okay.
Unless you specifically would like to watch.
I mean, I'm fine either way. I like watching. I'll like participate, whatever.
The choice is yours, sir. You must make it.
You were really gung ho. I'll let you take the reins. Do you want to like delegate something specifically to me? Like I could take specific parts.
Okay, there's 2 things then. I want you keeping your eyes on objections.
So they don't maybe be talking in front of the judge or this, right? I guess it doesn't really matter too much because of it.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We're just discussing.
Wow, what does that mean? You think I'm a joke? You think this is a kangaroo court?
Oh no, you conflicted, mom.
Well,
Excuse
also,
me, excuse
I'm
me,
just conferring
TACMed,
a counsel about
TACMed.
strategy.
Oh,
Get out of my way.
that's
Wow,
good.
he's
Oh,
so
more
fuck.
important.
Damn
We're more
fucking
important.
TACMed. Look at them.
We're more
Always
important.
acting like
That's
they're
TACMed right there.
fucking everything.
The only thing
Alright,
is
if
class
someone's
3.
playing a cop, you gotta act like you're very broke and poor and sad.
Would
And
you like some
angry.
insurance? Would you like some insurance, sir? Insurance? Would you like some
I'm
insurance,
good,
sir?
man. I'm good.
Would you like some insurance?
No.
You want some insurance?
Oh.
Wait, it's
I'll
say
sell you some
platinum
platinum.
insurance.
You want some
Yeah.
platinum? Platinum. I got platinum.
You want
No,
some
thank you, sir.
platinum? It's free.
Okay.
God, you
Objections.
guys,
Anything else?
Losers.
So
Don't expect me to
objections,
save your
and
life.
then I would like you specifically during questioning to make sure that if you've got any additional questions, you write them down for me.
Yeah.
And if, we might even let you go up there and do some of that too, because that's really good practice for you.
Okay.
So keep an eye on my questions, and if there are some that I don't ask, you ask them. I'll come back after each questioning. I will come back and confer with you just to make sure there's nothing else you would like to say or any other follow-up questions you came up with.
I am.
Excuse me.
Oh, perfect. I like that strategy.
You're helping out this
Yes,
paralegal
sir.
here.
John,
I'm sorry, I
just
should ask.
to-
Are you okay with that? I
Just
should
to
say, rather than-
piggyback, there's a lot of lawyers that
Oh,
don't
yeah,
do
that's fine.
objections, man,
Okay.
and it means a lot of writing for me.
Well,
you
yeah,
can
you also
also,
should
like,
be
yeah,
utilizing objections.
So he says
Not,
he's just
you don't want
wanting
to be
watch early, so I
nitpicking
guess
it. You
we
want to
could,
make sure that you're utilizing
Aye.
objections when there's a point to them. If they're asking a question that's detrimental to the case and they ask it in such a way that's
Yeah, we're
wrong,
doing a mock trial.
that's when you object.
John, man, you gotta get the quality ones.
I
But
don't
if
understand.
there- yeah,
Sir,
Yeah.
sir,
Would you
but
be interested
I
in
really want to hear more objections because
Yeah,
in my
no
time,
insurance.
and I'm no law guy,
Would you be
but
interested?
there's just not a lot,
in
and people
insurance?
ramble a lot.
Interested.
Oh, I
in doing
object
this.
a lot of a lot.
No.
And
Good,
no,
man, good to
rambling
hear.
rambling is
I will
something
watch
that I
for now.
really do not like. The answer of the
man.
question and then posing into a narrative.
Likes to
We
watch.
have a
Mhm.
specific objection for that.
Okay. Then
I
for
forget
now,
the name of
got
it every
Sammy
time.
And Dominic
It's something
here.
pending, man.
Nothing pending. Yeah, that's correct.
Jama.
Nothing pending. The question has already been answered, and they've chosen to move into a narrative. You object. Nothing
Are
pending.
you ready to start going?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I get into me position.
All right, everyone, let's get ready.
The only charge I can't think of changing is the attempt to second degree murder. I'm trying to figure that one out.
Could I get that whole list of charges back then?
Well, we'll
so-
just wing it.
I thought he just wrote it up for us.
Yeah. I got 6 of them. I'm trying to do the attempt to second degree murder and see which one would fit.
I don't know. Just change it to the first degree.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, Yakko, you first degree murderer.
Wait, are you redoing all the charges?
Yeah, I did all of them already.
Oh, can you? Wait, do you have my phone number yet?
I think.
So how's this work?
Yeah,
Which
yeah, I
one
have
are
your
we
phone
doing?
number.
Mock trial 1?
You just
Mock
send
trial
me
warnings.
those, make it easier, rather than me figuring it out.
You'll be the prosecution.
Wait, well, you got to tell everyone else what you changed the charges to. if you
Yeah,
changed them.
No, I know. I have the old charges. I just don't want to figure out the new charges if he already figured them out. I only got up to like the first one.
That took so long last time.
I'm just waiting for these charges. As soon as they give them to us, I gotta write them all down.
Wait then.
Ooh, we're dropping frames today. Sorry about that, folks.
Prosecution.
I'm gonna answer
I
that.
won't be able to be around long, so I don't think I can today.
Lawyer line.
He's got the blue hair
Howdy,
instead
I
of the
have
green
somebody in the
hair.
sales of
I mean,
RPD
how-
that needs
Yeah.
cell rep.
Certainly, I will be
was
right
feeling
over.
Not gonna take.
Okay, what's your
Yeah,
name?
how long you think
Wait,
it'll
Hugo
take?
What the hell's the
Pattesta.
matter with
I need,
you?
I need to
Okay.
do my brilliant
I'll meet you up
timing.
at in the lobby.
What the
Yes, ma'am.
hell
See you
is the
shortly.
matter with you?
I didn't.
Why?
What,
All
what
right.
did I do?
Hey, boss, I got a
What
cell rep.
is
I'm gonna go take it real
wrong
quick.
with you?
I dyed my
Should I
hair.
take
That's
anybody
what's
with me?
wrong. My
Oh
emotions got the
my
best of me.
God.
How about you don't do that, and I'll just take the cell up so
Me.
that way.
What's wrong,
So-
Yakkel?
Are you sure?
Wait,
I mean,
we
they
got
asked for
two
my
fill-ins
name.
for
Are you
prosecution. Let me
okay?
go.
It's not a bad day.
Yeah.
Who the hell is that?
Miss, who else is on duty right now?
What do you
Huh?
mean?
Hey, can I go on the cell rep? Since
My
I'm not
name's
participating in the mock
Genevieve
trial.
Partowski.
With that.
I know I'm supposed to be
I
participating
can
in the
give
mock
him
trial.
extra.
Oh God.
Because I was just
Do you
gonna say,
have an
job
identity
comes
crisis?
first over mock trial.
Good
It does
luck.
not.
That's an
Okay,
attempt
seriously
to
though, how long you think
murder
that's gonna last?
The mock trial?
Have you
I
gotten
mean, it's
your
up to
Yeah.
however long. Well, it's supposed to be just like a
Half
30-minute thing, honestly.
hour.
No, not yet.
That's not enough time.
Do
I'm
you
supposed
have
to
any platinum insurance?
role play as
Oh,
like a
no.
block and barge in.
I
and
don't plan to.
Go blop blop.
Wink.
I didn't
No,
see
I'm not
that
doing
in the
platinum.
in the
I
memo.
don't remember seeing
All
that
right.
in the
Well,
You want us to
Med won't
start?
save
Saying he's gonna dress up as a gang member and come
If
in
they
and
don't save me
destroy us
insurance-
all.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
All right, we
You said
should
RP?
go though.
What is this, all right?
Don't
Yeah.
answer your
Or was it?
Hey, can I come with
RPD.
you, sir?
Yes.
I'll sure go with them, I guess. Fine. I was.
I mean, Taomi, weigh in on this. Cell rep is more important than a mock trial, right? Fake
Yeah.
rights are not as
If you
important as
get
real
bench
rights.
trial and cell rep, 100%. That's a lot more experience.
Oh, also just answering the cell rep call. I didn't know if anybody else was gonna answer, so I answered the phone.
Good.
They need somebody. Yeah,
like
exactly.
really, no one answered yesterday, and there's a lot. But a lot called earlier in the day, but not a lot left after that. But
Mm.
yeah,
Okay, I do it. It's okay.
You're all right, sir. I'm happy they called the DAs at the same time.
you want to come, Gene?
Oh, yes, I do.
If they allow being pill leaders, I'm gonna bring a statutory.
That's fair.
I know what I'm supposed to do.
All right, so this is my actual job instead of just doing mock trial to help teach people. I'm not a lawyer mentor yet, so I'll
Is
give
it
him a ring.
locked?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
I guess we'll lock it behind us, though.
Well, the thing is, I don't know, but let's go, Gene. We go down before them.
All right, we're gonna wait here.
Yeah, I have a firearm on me that they're gonna need to remove.
Same. I have 2. And a knife.
Yeah, I can't afford more than one.
I went hunting last night.
Ah. Yeah, all I have is a little handgun.
Yep, my personal protection arm, and then I have the hunting equipment.
Yeah, I wasn't doing anything in the. Oh,
Howdy.
hello.
Hello, officer. I'm Hugo Pattesta.
Oh, it's you. Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
yes.
Can I search you and just make sure?
Certainly, I do have 2 firearms and a knife on me. I can relinquish those to you at your leisure.
How dare!
I am sorry, I do not have a car yet.
No, it's fine. I don't care. Just don't pull me around.
Yes, ma'am.
And you, sir?
Daniel Clark, I have a handgun on my right. Yep.
Okay.
All right, we got a job to do. This will be fun.
All right. Come with me.
Yes, ma'am. How have they been?
I mean, he made me swim in freezing cold fucking waters after jumping off the end of the pier. Here's the thing. So, I don't know if y'all are aware with the modifiers to accomplice and all of that being wonky.
Yep, I am aware.
So I wanted to charge him with accomplice to Grand Theft Auto and evading, but I can't because that gives him more time, more fine, right? So I'm charging him with GTA and evading, and he's like, I wasn't driving. I didn't do those things because I wasn't driving. It's a technicality. He was in the fucking car with a car that, you know, we assume to be possibly being boosted. It had a tracker and then the whole 9 yards. But anyway, we ended up getting them. They crashed out trying to drive off the end of the pier. Foot chase, got him. The problem is during the pursuit all around the city, there were plenty of times with us driving in the snow that they just full on stopped because of a wall or a pole or whatever. There were several times that the vehicle stalled out. They were at a dead stop for, 3 to 7 seconds. He could have easily hopped out of the car and put his hands up and said, I'm not trying to be involved in this. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He did not do those things. He made no act of trying to get away from that situation. So he is being charged with these things. And now he wants to plead, not guilty. So now it's turned into a bench trial or something, which the primary officer is processing the driver right now over at MRPD. He's almost done, and he'll be on his way over here.
Has the plea been processed yet? Has he pled without an attorney present?
I have no idea.
Okay. Then yeah, let's go take the lay.
I don't think he over there. I don't think he asked for an attorney.
Gotcha.
That's my guy did. Howdy. Okay, sounds good. Yep, bye. Looks like that guy's going to a bench too, so they're coming over here.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just saw another call through the lawyer line.
Let me lock that. You can head towards the cells.
Thank you.
There they are. Okay.
Yes, sir. Oh, very festive. Very nice.
Yeah. All right. So, Bobby Jr. This is your lawyer, Hugo.
Hello.
This is your client, Bobby Jr.
Hello, sir.
Sir, I do need to take your phone off of you. If you can hand it.
My phone? Okay.
Yep. Hand me your phone and your radio if you have one. I don't think you do.
No radio. I got a hot dog though. You want a hot dog?
Nope. You can,
Water?
you can keep the hot dogs.
Okay.
You can keep the hot dog, sir.
You guys don't want any?
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
So, let's talk about what's going on here, sir. I'm a little bit confused as to the details that have been provided to me by the officer. Do you want to provide me your side of the situation here?
Yeah, totally. Okay, so basically, I was hanging out with my buddies, right? And we're driving around, and the snow is pretty slick. So he, crashes, and then there was a cop car that pulled him over. They were talking to him, and then he asked for an ID, blah, blah, blah. He said he didn't have one, so then he asked him to get out of the car. Well, then my friend said no and took off, and then there was a long chase, and then my friend, he started driving off. He was going to drive off the pier, and he was going pretty fast, but instead, one of the cop cars slammed into us going like 80 miles an hour, made us do a flip, and then our car caught on fire, and I was scared, so I jumped into the water. It exploded as I was jumping into the water, and then that explosion caused their cop car to explode, and then I was trying to swim to safety, and while the one officer was chasing me, and then we went onto the beach, and then she put me in cuffs, and then that's where we are. And then, but she's trying to charge me with Grand Theft Auto, which I didn't even know the car was stolen, and I also wasn't even driving.
Okay. So she did mention to me that she wanted to push accomplice, but the concern that she had about pushing accomplice to this crime was that currently the modifier for that would both increase your fine and jail time.
Right. But that's also isn't Grand Theft Auto? Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that like you intentionally taking a car from someone, which I mean I wouldn't have done either. I didn't know it was stolen, and I wasn't there to help steal the vehicle.
Okay, so Grand Theft Auto, the big distinction here actually is about the intent to return. There are two classifications of this crime in the penal code as it stands. One of them is theft of a motor vehicle, and the other one is Grand Theft Auto. Theft of a motor vehicle is a misdemeanor, Grand Theft Auto is a felony. The primary difference between the two of them is whether you intended to return the vehicle back once you were done with it or not. I think the argument they're pushing here for the GTA is because of the fact that you were about to run it off the pier, like you said. That is that right there shows the intent to not return.
Right. But that's what I'm saying in all of this is, I get it if they charge him with that, but why are they charging me with that? Because I was just in the car. I was just a passenger.
Hey, pause
I mean, I'm not-
conversations. I just got a second guy who's involved in the same situation, okay? I'm just going to drop him off in the cells. You can talk to him at your leisure, all right?
Yes, trooper, thank
Hey,
you.
Rami. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Ramadonian, come over here.
Kiss me, quick. Okay.
Are they smooching? That's cute. I like that. That's
Very
that's
cute,
good.
sir.
Go on. Let's go. All right, step over to the side here. Face away. All right, sir.
All right, so the way I'm looking at this, sir, there's a couple of different ways we can hash this for you. Are you aware of your three options? Because you always have three.
Yep.
I don't know.
Okay.
Plead guilty, plead not guilty, plead
No contest. That's the
no
third plea
contest.
option. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So right here, there's a couple of different things we can do. And there's a couple. Would you like to hear my recommendations on what we could do here?
Yeah, sure.
So the three different ways this can go is we could go not guilty and we could take this to a bench, right? The arguments I would then pose would be that you were a passenger in the vehicle, that they didn't provide you the accomplice charge, and that you were not aware that the vehicle was stolen in the first place, so you wouldn't even be an accomplice even if they had brought that charge in the first place. It's going to be kind of a difficult battle. We're not going to have many. Were there any witnesses to this that you could call, sir?
Witnesses to what exactly?
The actual incident itself, or maybe you getting into the vehicle, or the conversation that you had with the driver. That did the driver ever tell you at any point the vehicle was stolen?
No, that's the driver right over there.
Okay, gotcha. That gentleman over there is being charged with the GTA and the evading then as well, most likely.
Yeah, this my buddy Rami.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, actually, I'm going to stand right here so that both of you gentlemen can hear me a little bit better. Hello, sir. I'm Hugo
You think we
Pattesta.
just kiss strangers around here?
Well, no, I assumed that you had a relation to each other, but I didn't want to assume that you, sir, were the driver of the vehicle. There could have been something else at play.
I may or may not have been driving said vehicle.
Well, I will say, sir, I'm a defense lawyer. I am paid by the state to defend you, so being honest with me is the best practice.
Yeah, you can tell him, Rami. It's
Yeah, you
okay.
can tell me. You're protected by lawyer-client confidentiality, sir.
Oh yeah, I was driving, but I'm going bench trial.
Gotcha. Okay. So then I'm going to get back to my discussion with this gentleman here first then, sir. So we could go for a plea argument, and if we went for a plea deal, we might be able to get that felony dropped down to a misdemeanor, or even dropped off entirely, say plead to the evading and then move on with it there. If
Yeah,
you
no,
wanna... go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was just gonna say I'm entirely okay with pleading to the evading if the other charge was dropped.
Okay.
I just because I won't deny, even though I was scared for my life with the explosions, I was swimming away from an officer, so I will consider that evading. But the GTA stuff, like I said, that's where I don't think.
Yeah, and they
The
never
cops are
saw
so
you get in the
scary.
car.
They
They
tried
never
to kill
saw
us.
They never saw you operating the vehicle. You never said that you were going to drive the vehicle. Nothing like that. They don't have anything that would tie you directly to the vehicle. You never stated that the vehicle was stolen to them or anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. That makes that fairly straightforward then, because it's just the wrong charge being brought, and that's fightable. Now, you, sir,
Well,
I'm not sure about the
actually-
exact charges they're bringing you.
Same thing.
Same thing. GTA and reckless evading. Or evading.
Accomplice.
Wait, they're charging you with accomplice?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What? That doesn't make... Okay, we're gonna go clarify right now, because that doesn't make a lick of sense. I'll be right back, gentlemen. Trooper. So that doesn't make any sense, and you see why, right,
Yeah,
Mr.
no,
Clark?
Yeah.
that,
Once the driver, yeah.
that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Doesn't matter. It's the same fucking charge.
They're on. Hang on, I think the lawyer is after.
If you're saying that accomplice doesn't matter as it's the same charge, that is not true currently reflecting the penal code, gentlemen.
Absolutely.
It is
Yeah,
actually
but-
a higher charge. So,
excuse me?
excuse me, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
And lady, no apologies. Real quick, I just want some clarifying questions real quick. This gentleman here is being charged with GTA and evading, correct?
Accomplice to Grand Theft Auto evading, yeah.
Accomplice to Grand Theft Auto now. Okay, I was told that it was GTA without
Yeah, no,
accomplice.
it's accomplice because he wasn't driving.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
wasn't sure if the accomplice modifiers.
Yeah, we were, just to clarify, so we were very informed a couple of days ago. The modifier was actually any time. I believe that has been fixed, but all I said is accomplice. So it's a slight touch of confusion on our part. Because the last thing we want to do is act time and find this individual when he's an accomplice, right?
Yes, that was exactly what was articulated to me by this trooper.
Did your guy call for a lawyer?
Yes.
Liz, is this you?
Yeah, apparently was helping for a lawyer, but Hugo's here. Oh, it's two
I-
people. I didn't
Well,
realize it was
Hugo's this guy's lawyer.
But it sounds,
Okay.
I can
But
cover
if they
both.
were
He's gonna
together.
be my lawyer.
I can cover both. I'm confident.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You can
Yeah,
take
he's
two, right?
competent.
That's fine. What else did you want clarification on?
All
sir?
right.
Just that?
So then the charge is brought against my other client here because he believes
sir.
he's being brought for accomplice for the same charges, and that confused me.
No, okay. So the gentleman in the cell to my left hand side, to my left, your
Mhm.
right. He was the driver of the vehicle from start to finish. Okay, so it's one count
Prove
of
it.
Grand Theft Auto for him. One count of Grand Theft Auto for him. One count failure to obey a lawful order, which is because he refused to step out of the vehicle when I gave him a lawful order 3 times in which to do so.
Mhm.
Strawberry gas. One count of evading because he evaded in the vehicle. Pretty simple, that one. And one count of reckless endangerment because he knocked someone off a bike at one point and was driving dangerously at high speeds with 2 passengers in the vehicle in snowy blizzard-like conditions.
Gotcha.
And also attempted to water dump the vehicle, which is my articulation for Grand Theft Auto, because if you're going to dump the vehicle off the end of Del Perro Pier, you're quite clearly have no intent on the owner ever getting that back. That's once a vehicle's waterlogged, that's it. It's done.
Yep. No, I get you. I mean, the cost of
Okay.
trying to dredge that would be ridiculous. So your perspective,
It's
I hear you.
obscene.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right. Could I take some time? That Mr. Clark, did you get that all written down?
I did.
Fantastic. Then I'm just going to take some time to talk with both of my clients real quick, if that's all right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely fine. So what I'll do, I'll leave the door there unlocked, so you've got to whistle for me, okay?
Appreciate you. Thank you, boss.
Yeah, many Mwami.
How do you
Alright.
spell that?
So with the accomplice to GTA being added,
A.
there's a couple of different ways I think we should
N.
look at this, right? I'm not gonna lie,
A.
taking this to trial, I could
E.
defend both of you, but I feel like
O.
that's going to end up
N.
difficult. That's going to be the word I'm going to use here because they have changed the charge, and that charge is much more applicable. I
Right.
do think, however, that it was evading directly, right, Mr. Clark?
Yeah, it's evading an accomplice to GTA.
Yeah, okay. But also, you could look at it this way as well. Even if I did know the car was stolen, that's why I think okay, so in my opinion, the accomplice to GTA, even if I didn't know the car was stolen, I don't know that he's going after Pia. And if he's going after Pia at that time, I mean, there's literally nothing I can do to control that.
Yep.
So that's where.
So here's what I'm thinking, all right? We could take it to court and we could argue that. And I think that argument might hold some water, but I think difficulty is still going to be a thing. Right now, what you're looking at with the GTA is a felony. I know a lot of people are very worried about felonies in general. Like I said previously, there is a misdemeanor that is closer to this, considering that they can't directly prove that you yourself, were the one who made the decision to drive it off the pier, and you yourself did not know that the vehicle was stolen. What if we could get them to plead down to that, right? We get you 2 misdemeanors instead of the felony, and then considering that that's 10 months, we might even be able to push for time served as well, where you just walk out of here. How does that? It would still go on your record. There would still be a fine associated with it. We'd be looking at 111 for theft of a motor vehicle and 140 or 444 for evading. So we'd be looking at 3 5s. But in comparison to Grand Theft Autos, Grand Theft Auto itself is also 3 5s, $555. So if we were to stay with Grand Theft Auto, then we'd be looking at $555 plus $444 for the evading as well. You'd be looking at $999 instead of $555. So if we were to get them to move down on that, would that make you feel better? Or do you think you just want to go to bench? Because I'm here to advise you and just see what we can make happen for you, you know? I don't want I don't want you sitting in this cell for 30 minutes over a 30-month charge, right?
Of course, of course. Yeah, no, I mean, I would say, I would try to, in my opinion, I feel like I want to try and go for dropping it completely.
Okay.
But if they will, if they won't do that, and see if they'll do down to a misdemeanor for that, and they'll do that, then yeah. But if not, then yeah, I definitely want to bench trial.
Gotcha. All right, I'm going to take a moment to do that for you then, and then I'm going to cycle over to your other gentleman there. I want to make sure that I'm giving both of you some selective attention, so I'll be right back for him if he's asking questions, all right?
All right.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Yes.
I would like to have a discussion with my first client and the officers related to that one. We may have an option here for discussion.
Well, it's all of us and
It would be
all of,
Okay, gotcha. I didn't know whether it was
they
all
were
of
in the
you or
same
not.
car.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, they were in the same car. We just went to separate precincts to process.
Gotcha. You all showed up at different times, so I just wanted to make sure I was referring to the right people.
Yep.
All right, so my client is understanding of the situation with evading, so we're not really going to need to talk about that overall. However, the current contention here is the accomplice to GTA. My client persists that he did not know that the vehicle was stolen, nor did he know the intent of the driver when he took it down the pier. And at that point, even if he had figured it out, I don't believe there would have been an opportunity for him to escape the vehicle up until when he did. So my first ask here, and I know this is going to be a big ask, but I'm doing this on client recommendation, is how do we feel about dropping that charge?
No.
Dropping the GTN? No.
Okay. You know, I do understand that, you know, it was a stolen vehicle and that, you know, you do want to, you know, make sure that you're holding people accountable for being in stolen vehicles.
Actually, can I talk to the troopers real quick? Like, 30 seconds.
Sure thing, Taomi. Yeah. You want to take your time? Go ahead.
No.
In my experience with him, he's very, very nice. It's better to let them have the time they need.
Hey, I love the scarf, by the way.
He's a very good man. He's pretty just. For all I know, they might be discussing theft of a motor vehicle right now before I even said it.
No, they're talking about how they're going to execute us.
Well, no, I won't let that happen, sir.
Yeah, they're going to kill us.
No. Capital punishment is not legal, and it will not be brought legal. If it is, I will sue the state until they're broke again. I will sue them until they're back in debt again. That is not capital punishment. You have now been arrested, which means that they can no longer use force against you unless you were to pose some kind of significant threat, sir. They're not going to walk into those cells and kill you. I can guarantee you up and down that, because if they did that, they would have so many lawsuits that they would be billions in debt by tomorrow.
Hey, Bobby, remember when they tried to kill us?
Yeah, I remembered that.
So, you're talking about specifically in the chase, right?
Yeah, they tried to kill us.
So, in the instance that you were causing a threat to public safety, they are authorized to use deadly force to bring you to a stop. Yes, sir. They are allowed to use deadly force to stop you if you are posing a threat to the general public. That is case law for the state. I am well read on it. Many people find it to be quite upsetting, and I don't know exactly where I lie on it, but that is how it is written. If you are a threat to society, they can stop you in whatever means they need to.
You know, maybe they're a threat to society or whatever.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm here, is to keep them in check and make sure that they're not pushing extra charges on you or trying to play any of those stupid games. If they play stupid games with me, they're going to win stupid prizes. I promise you that.
Yeah, you're going to kill them.
No, sir. I'm just going to make them...
No.
No, I'm going to put them in debt. Yeah, in the courts. I will put them in debt for eternity, They will be scrubbing dishes for the rest of their lives to pay back the effort and pain that they caused.
They'll be so poor they'll starve to death.
I mean, that's not my business. That's their choice, but that's a possibility. It sounds brutal. That's their business, you know? If they end up making such a bad mistake that the court mandates that they provide me 3/4 of their check and that remaining quarter isn't enough, well, maybe they should have gotten a better job or thought about the job they had beforehand. But getting back to this here, I'm going to take a little bit of time to have a discussion with you, sir. So the thing is that I heard you saying earlier, prove it.
Yeah.
In that instance, there's multiple troopers there. If we were to take this to bench, they're all sworn to the law and would take the stand. Do you have any witnesses that we could utilize to help bolster numbers? Because first of all, I have a personal issue with letting clients take the stand generally. Most clients who take the stand have, they reduce their win chance by a good 90%. So having other witnesses would be much more beneficial to the situation. And if those aren't available, it will be you versus 3 plus a sworn oath to the law. In my experience, that isn't very, it's not going to go very well.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, we could possibly try and get you a plea deal and reduce time. I don't think they're going to be willing to reduce sentencing, but if you would like to try that, we can. All right. All right. All right, let's have a discussion with this client then. I'll be back with you in just a moment, sir. I appreciate your patience.
Okay, so we are willing to drop the GTA if we get a guilty plea for resisting arrest, because when he got out of the car, he did not put his hands up. He decided to jump off the pier and swim in icy cold water, and failure to obey for not getting out of the car in the first place at the original traffic stop.
So 2 misdemeanors with a total of $444 and 10 months.
In exchange for the felony.
Okay, and how much time has he been in custody for?
Let's be real. These guys are all going for the maximum of 5 months essentially after time served. Like they're going for the SOP dictation.
Okay, so they're going.
They've been there a long time.
Okay, so yeah, 5 months.
Yeah.
So sir, 5 months. They'll take off the felony, 2 misdemeanors, and a total fine lower than what we were discussing previously. How do you feel about that?
Okay. Well, so my first thing is, I wasn't asked to get out of the car at the initial stop, so I don't see how that's a failure to.
That's
obey
not the failure to obey.
Well, that's what she just said.
Okay, darling, is that right?
Well, that's
literally what she just said.
I ordered the driver out. I didn't order this gentleman out.
Yeah.
I will say
So,
that.
and then the resisting, there was a fucking burning vehicle that was about to explode, which did explode, and then caused one of your guys' cars to explode. And that is why I jumped into the water for my safety.
And I was swimming behind you, telling you to stop,
Yes,
come to me, and you did not. You just kept swimming.
Yeah,
And then when you got to shore, there was another officer there to
That's
meet
the
you, and you were like, "Help me, help me!" Oh wait, you're one of them, and continued to run away from us.
Yes, which is why I said I would plead guilty to the evading, because I do understand that. I understand how this, even though I was scared, I still understand that it's evading. But like I said, those other charges, the resisting, I never.
So I might be misinterpreting this, sir, but I believe that the failure to obey the lawful order has to do precisely with when she was telling you to turn
I
around
had
in the
to step away
water.
for like 5 minutes.
That's the thing. Is that when
You
she was,
didn't listen to a damn word I said.
Okay, well, I didn't know it was a lawful order. I told you I was scared, and then you said, "Well, go over to the beach." And yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know it was a lawful order. I thought you were just being friendly, trying to be friendly.
I was not. I was not speaking in a very friendly
Trying
tone.
to
Sir.
be
I was definitely
friendly.
using my "this is an order" voice.
I
Well, you're
know,
pretty
you said-
monotone.
Yeah.
sir?
I'm monotone.
Plus,
you're pretty
I mean,
okay.
on the
Okay.
swim, we were both talking about how hard our nipples were and stuff too. So I know.
All right,
that-
I think we're getting off topic.
Yeah, I
here.
think we're
think
getting a
I
little bit
think we're
sidetracked here.
right on the money. Keep going.
You've been offered a pretty fair deal here. I do think that
I do think it is better, a
Mhm.
better deal. But like I said, the charges, the one she said it was because I didn't get out of the car, which, like I said, I was never
That-
ordered to get out of the car.
No, I apologize for that. Well, switch it to not obeying the lawful order when I asked you to stop. Stop swimming. Come back this way. Stop swimming. You might get eaten by a shark. Stop swimming. This is dangerous water. It's freezing. Stop swimming. Come to me. Turn around. All of those things that I said during that swim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Evading, resisting, and failure to obey a lawful order.
What is the resisting?
Wait, I thought it was. I thought that it was okay. See, these
Evading
are-
is from the actual car chase that took us around the city for 15-20 minutes.
I wasn't driving.
Accessory to evading.
How is that
Accomplice to us or to evading. However you want to say it. Like I said, sir, that car with the wintry conditions and the sliding all over the place, we were sliding too. We hit a pole. I watched you hit a pole. Was it right in front of Hayes, maybe? And you guys were at a dead stop for a solid 5, maybe even 10 seconds.
They're
while
moving
you were getting
charges
the
around,
car
and I don't
started
like
again
that.
and reversing and whatnot. You easily could have hopped out that car.
Well,
Easily.
exactly like you just said, though. You said you're even sliding around. You're chasing at us at high speed.
We were at a dead stop at that moment, sir, watching you back up.
I don't know that. But I did see you guys slide several times as well. And just like you said, you were also sliding. In my mind, would it not be, correct to think that if I get out, there's potential another car can slide into me? Especially when you guys are driving at high speeds behind us? Following us?
I think you're reaching right now, and I think we're going to go round and round.
Yeah, I think we're going around and round here. I do want to get a clarification here on the charges because I thought we were dealing with 2, and now it's sounding like 3. And I want to make sure
They
that
got
we're
annoyed with
100%
you and
clear
gave
about
up.
that.
It was 2 to begin with. The evading and the GTA.
Mhm.
We dropped the GTA in favor of the 2 misdemeanors. So it went from 2 charges to 3 charges.
Gotcha.
Okay,
But one of them is not a felony.
What are they for? Or what are they for? Yeah.
So you have evading, sir, which is fleeing from a
For the
vehicle
water.
from a police officer to avoid being detained or arrested.
That's in the car.
You have resisting, which would have taken place after you exited the car, fleeing from a police officer or resisting being detained or arrested. And then you have failure to obey a lawful order, which is disobeying a lawful order from a law enforcement officer or officer of the courts.
Okay. Well, the evading, I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't driving, and I also wasn't being detained or I wasn't being the one asked to step out of the car. So I don't see how that would be, even if I was an accomplice to that.
We're not talking about the being asked. I already told you.
Hang on, 10 minutes ago, didn't you say you accepted the evading? And you were disputing the other 2. Are you
What-
now disputing
because she said
evading?
the evading was for when she was chasing me in the water.
No, the evading is when you were in the car driving around the city being chased by cop cars.
Okay,
That is
but
the evading.
But I'm talking about from the
She's
beginning.
changing
That's what you
charges.
said it was from the swimming.
Yeah.
No, I never said that.
No, we had a discussion about that, and I believe that was the correlation that was drawn. Mr. Clark, would you like to weigh in on
Yeah.
this as well? Yeah, yeah. That was the interpretation.
All right. If I'll plead, I'll say this. If not, I want to go to bench trial. I'll plead to evading.
You saying something after evading because it felt like you left that sentence open.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. It's your call, darling.
Gotcha.
So you're
I'm
not gonna. You're
evading.
pleading.
If it's the one wherever, I'll plead for the one when you were chasing me in the water, and asking me to go over to the beach. That's the
All
one
right,
I'll
how
plead
about-
guilty to.
How about this? You're either gonna say guilty or not guilty. Evading.
That's the
Are you
one in the
pleading
car.
guilty or
sir.
not guilty to that?
Which one is this? A misdemeanor?
That's a
In the car.
misdemeanor. All of them are misdemeanors, sir.
Well,
Yeah, we
in the
literally
car.
dropped the felony to a misdemeanor to,
Yeah, we're
Trying to
just talking about misdemeanors now, sir. We dealt with that already.
Okay. And then there's the resisting,
Mm-hmm.
which is the one where you were chasing me
Resisting
in
is
the water.
in the water. Yeah, you jumped in the water to
Okay.
avoid being arrested.
Well, I jumped in the water to avoid blowing up into little bits and pieces from the exploding
There's
vehicle.
lots of places on the pier you could have ran to avoid being blown up. Yep, there is lots of places. The entire pier did not blow up. There was plenty of places you could have ran.
We don't know
There,
that.
were,
We
there
haven't
was
seen the
not a
pier.
single police officer injured in that explosion.
My
also-
follow-up
right.
question would be: is there pictures of that incident or of that situation? Because from my perspective, I'm not 100% sure that there was, from my understanding here.
We have a picture of the detonated vehicle, if that's what you're referring to.
Yeah, that would be, yes, that would be assistance, yes.
Yeah, that's fine. We have that.
Okay.
I'm sure in the picture you'll see the closest thing to us was the railing into the water.
It's ironic that you should say that, actually, because the one thing closer to the water than your car was my car. Our car didn't detonate. Myself and the trooper here did not jump in the water, and we were fine.
Yeah, you had to go down the stairs, run another 10 feet to another railing to jump over.
You're
God
also in
damn
a
it, that's
car,
a
though,
problem.
That you can move
That's a
faster than
problem.
People on feet.
I don't know if you know much about the merit, but you can't move faster than people. It sucks. It's terrible.
Car's terrible.
Yeah, we know all about cop cars.
It's real bad. Anyway. Yeah. Look, I don't accept your reasoning that you would. I mean, I just don't accept that reasoning.
Sir, I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice. The deal that they've offered is fairly reasonable. You in the amount of time that we're gonna spend here going around talking about this, you could be walking the streets making that money and already paid that off, and you know, you're not gonna have a felony on your record. If you want to take this to bench, we can, but you know, going back and forth here, I don't think is going to yield anything better than the offer that's currently on the table.
I agree. So I plead guilty to resisting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so guilty to evading, guilty to resisting, and guilty to failure to obey a lawful order.
Just resisting.
That's,
This guy's silly.
That's not how this works, sir. You need to plead guilty to the charges provided to you via the deal, or we're going to have to contest this in court.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I guess court is the way.
All right, then.
All right, let me get this started then.
Yep, we're going to want that
Alrighty.
proceeding. Because of the fact that my client and my other client both have separate charges, I'm assuming these are going to be separate cases if they're both going to bench.
Probably.
Okay, I'm gonna, if it's all right with you while you're setting this up, I'm gonna confer with my other client, and if he needs to, I'm gonna get him secondary counsel. Thank you all so much.
Okay.
All right, so sir, let's talk
Bobby's
here.
so funny.
Yeah, he's something. So, let's have a discussion
Hey.
here. Like I was telling you earlier.
Hey, wait, hey.
Oh, go ahead. What up?
What does that mean?
Sharp, can I talk to you?
That he's an interesting person and that I tend to not pass judgment on people, sir. It's not my job. I'm not a judge.
Yeah, you said like a strange. You had a strange tone when you
Oh
said
no,
that.
that's just my that's like a catchphrase or like a turn of phrase. He's something. I say it like that every time. All right, so there's a couple of different ways we can go about this. If you'd like to take things to a bench, you can. I will advise you that I am not able to.
Yeah, I already asked for that like
Okay.
40 minutes ago.
Okay, and that's what you want specifically? Then I'm going to get you secondary counsel down here and we'll get that rolling for you. As you requested me specifically, I do apologize. I just wanted to make sure I could provide the best for both of you. I did not anticipate that taking the time it did.
Yeah, that's my boo.
And I want to make sure I'm giving you and your boo the best I can, sir. 1 second.
Oh, also you can't read.
I'm just calling the lawyer
I
line.
understand in English.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, go for first temple.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Temple. This is Mr. Pattesta. I'm a lawyer. I'm down in the cells currently. I ended up with two clients that both requested me, but both of them are taking their trials to bench. I need a secondary assist to perform this properly so that they both get the representation they need.
Okay, So you just want me to meet you down at the courthouse, or do you want me to meet you down in MRPD cells?
If you'd like to meet, we're actually at RPD currently, so if you just want to make your way down to the courthouse when you reach here, you can call my number, and I can let you know where we are currently positioned. I advise the DAs and the troopers that I'm getting secondary counsel in here to make sure that this happens. I just don't know exactly whether they'll be at the door for you or not, or where we will be when you arrive.
Understood. I'll give you a call when I'm there.
Thank you, sir.
I'm heading
Speak
from Mirror
shortly.
Park. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Bye.
All right, sir. I have a Mr. Temple.
It's so hard.
Just so you're aware, sir, I have a Mr. Temple coming from Mirror Park. He will be here shortly to represent you. I do
Mr.
apologize.
fucking Temple.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, fantastic. I do apologize. I can't do more for you in my position. I just am one man, you know. I can't split in half.
Have you tried?
Yes. That's you see my legs? That's as far as it went.
Yeah. I see you have two of them.
Yep. Split and then nothing more. So, yeah, I do apologize. I can't do more for you, but remember, don't speak without a lawyer, and I wish you the best of luck.
I wish I could be there for your guys. It's gonna be really good.
You got this, Rami.
It's gonna be something. All right, sir. It's time to talk details.
Wait, come back.
Okay.
I do apologize, sir, but we're kind of running on a very restricted time frame. I want to make sure we're providing the best for my client.
I want this to go. I want this to go really good for my boo.
Mhm.
So, is there anything I can do or say that would make things easier for him whenever he went to his bench trial?
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that you're not pleading guilty does assist in this. So just keep doing that. Since they've called a bench, you'll be held in contempt if you attempt to change your plea at this point. But just keep doing that, and don't take the stand.
Okay.
All right, so sir,
Yeah.
let's talk about the narrative we're gonna be doing here. Why can't I
Okay.
pull up my? Why was I not on? How was I not on lawyer duty already? What?
You want me to tell you? Or you want to tell
So
me?
well, let's talk about the debate here real quick. They're gonna be bringing up. I don't know what they're going to... Actually, we need to find out what they're going to be pushing exactly. If they're going to be pushing the original charges, or if they're going to be pushing the adjusted charges. Give me one moment.
Definitely the original.
Mr. Clark, while I'm doing that, I would like you to converse with the client and just get the full story. Everything we can. Where he jumped off on the pier, how long things took, how many times they stopped. As many pertinent details as we can get.
Okay. All right. So, can you tell me?
Everyone must have got clocked off.
Just a question to clarify here, because I know we've gone back and forth a little bit on charges.
Yes, sir.
Which ones are going to be brought against my client, the gentleman in the black
The
jacket?
gentleman in the black. So he's got two charges he was going to get on the original ticket, which was failure to maintain lane and negligent driving. He then has one count of evading, one count of failure to obey a lawful order, one count of grand theft order, and one count of reckless endangerment.
Wait, that my client was not the driver.
Sincere apologies. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. I believe Donna said evading, resisting, and failure to obey.
Okay, and that's
like,
what we're
you
sticking
would
with.
have been
Fantastic.
out like 20 minutes ago at this point.
Yeah, I'm aware.
it's kinda
I'm very
crazy.
aware. That was a good deal you offered him. I'm just trying to do my best here. Speaking of which, I want you all to know that I have alerted a fellow lawyer. Mr. Temple will be here shortly to represent the other client.
Okie dokie.
All right, yeah. Sometimes, I just don't anticipate them both going to bench, and they're both very adamant about it, and that's their right. So we got to make sure I'm doing my best for them,
Yeah, I know. I get you, man. I appreciate that.
All right, so while you do the contacting, I'm going to get back in with my client, and we're going to discuss strategies. Thank you all so much.
Okie dokie. Thank you.
We kind of at first we kind of just chatting it up, and messing around, nothing crazy. And then he asked Rami for his ID. Rami said he didn't have his ID, and then he asked why he didn't have ID, yada yada. And then that's when he said,
Mr. Temple?
Yes, sir.
We are currently in RPD. I will have a trooper come up to grab you right now. If one of you could
Thank
go
you.
upstairs, Mr. Temple is right upstairs right now.
I just so know there's also a
Alrighty.
bench trial ongoing in the
Thank you,
courthouse, so
All right.
there'll
Yep.
be a bit of a line for us.
Well, we might also just do a court or an office hearing then, or a chamber hearing. That's the correct term.
True.
Yes, sir. All right.
I don't
I'm
know
at
exactly
the
how
Gormit
many times
RPD
I
now.
would say it's
All right. Yep.
but
Entry.
I just
also-
watched some walk up, so I will see you shortly. Best of luck to you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Like I said, the couple there was a few times when we did slide and hit something that we just kept going. There wasn't like a complete stop. I think there was like 2 times we hit something and almost came to a stop. But again, like I said, there's also, cop cars coming behind us pretty fast.
Were you buckled into the vehicle?
Yes, I was.
Okay, that's very good. That actually will help a lot.
And
what the hell? I keep on getting
So,
clocked
yeah,
off of lawyer duty.
Then we proceeded to keep going, and that's when Rami was down by the pier, and we were driving. And as we were driving towards the end of the pier, one of the cop cars floored it and rammed us in the side and flipped us, to which the car caught on fire. And I said, it's going to explode. Someone else is like, yeah, it's going to explode. And so, the way it was facing, the stairs are right there to the edge of the pier that I was on. So I got out of the car and I jumped in the water. Literally shortly after I jumped in the water, not moments later, did the car explode.
Where did you
So-
jump from? The individual or the trooper said that you went some distance before jumping. Where exactly did this take place?
So the edge of the pier, there's like you know how like on the very edge there's like
On the end or on the side?
the very edge of the pier, like the very end of it.
The very end. Okay. Yep. Yep.
There you go. There's like a
Thank you very
stairs.
much, I appreciate it.
There's like a short set of stairs. It's like 5 stairs or something. It's like right there, and then it's like the edge
Howdy.
of the pier. You know what I mean?
How's it going, Mr. Temple? Your client's to my left.
Thank you very much. Anything I should know?
He was pulled over, originally going to be provided a ticket, and then evaded that point of the scene. The vehicle ended up at the pier after a couple of stops with this gentleman as the passenger, at which point the vehicle was stopped by police by force and exploded, exploding another police vehicle. My client fled
Jesus.
into the water.
Okay.
Yep.
Fairly straightforward.
Yeah, I don't know any others. Like I said, they stopped a couple of times. They're pushing for GTA because of the fact that they were running it down the end of the pier. I got that charge removed from my client, but your client is still currently facing it, I believe.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it.
Of course. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Mr. Junior, this is an odd question I have, but are
Yeah.
you any kind of engineer?
Engineer?
Engineer. Do you have any experience being an engineer at all?
Do you have any mechanical skills?
Maybe a firefighter of any kind?
I'm not a firefighter, no.
We're trying to. I believe the questions that the Mr. Clark is trying to push are essentially whether you are actually a professional and would be able to actually render assistance.
You jumped off the pier, right?
Yeah.
You jumped off the pier because you were feared that it was about to blow up.
firemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wooden pier. Car's on fire.
Exactly.
You jumped off because you were scared for your life. You're not an engineer. You don't know if that thing is all about to fall down with you on it.
Yep.
Exactly. But the thing is, what I do know is there's fire and then there's water. And I know fire doesn't like water. I know that.
You're right,
Exactly. I mean,
sir.
that's just basic stuff, you know.
Exactly.
School
so-
kids play games around that idea.
Also, the thing is too,
I don't think they can prove what my intent was.
That's good. That's good.
this is it's probably like
Rather than like using a lockpick or anything like that.
from here.
I
This
found
is
it
like
still
me
running.
sitting in the passenger when we crash and it's on fire. And then I got out and then I ran to like here and then jumped over the rail.
So like less than 10 feet.
Yeah, it might have been like between 10, probably 10 to 15, I would say.
Okay, so less than 20 feet. That's still very easily arguable.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
But like you said, it also too in a dire situation, it's
'cause
like
they were
something's on
saying
fire. I'm like,
that
gonna explode.
it's GTA
I get out.
because
What's the first thing I
had
see?
intentions of
The
water
edge of the
dumping
pier
car,
with
but I
water.
don't think you can prove what my intentions
Okay, let's
were.
talk about the next part of this. Oh.
Especially because they
Okay.
T-boned
Mr.
me
Clark, you
and
should be checking
blew
your
the car
duty,
up.
by the way. I'm also going to be, I got to go let him know. Sir, just
they
make
can't
sure
guess
you're
your
on duty.
intentions. Yeah, I am, but I just can't grab out my MDT for some reason.
No, you should check that you're on duty. That's why.
Oh, okay. I
Yep.
just did actually.
I thought I
Yep.
was, but yeah.
I don't know. I think there's something going on that the MDT's clocking us. But yeah, just keep that in mind.
There we go. I
We can't
appreciate
be
that.
doing our jobs if we're not on the clock. We'll end up in trouble. But for some reason, something's punching us
Oh,
out
yeah.
right now. We also don't have access to our resources without it. All right, so let's talk about the specifics here. The evading, that's something
Yeah.
we're going to be pushing against because you weren't in control of the vehicle.
Do you have any felonies or anything on your record?
But beyond that, I mean,
Sorry, what's your name?
Like, okay, my biggest thing is, like I said, the
It's
Grand Theft
Ramadan.
Auto, the evading, the stuff with the vehicle. I
GTA's
don't-
gone.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Okay,
so all the stuff with the vehicle, yeah, that's where I'm kind of like, the charges with that I don't agree with.
Okay.
Or the jumping the water. But like I said, even though I was scared because of the
definitely.
explosions and I was swimming away, I can still understand the a charge there.
That's resisting. Okay, so there's two parts that were happening in the water. Evading specifically has to do with the vehicle. And because
Okay.
you're pertaining that you were buckled into the vehicle and that there was no opportunity for you to get out of the vehicle safely, that's going to be that. I will say, because we don't have any other witnesses, we might end up with a situation where we have to have you take the stand.
Okay.
Because otherwise, depending on the options and the information provided to us by the officer, the troopers might end up walking us into a corner, at which point we kind of need to walk back out of it. I will advise you that unless we end up absolutely completely in a bind, not the best of ideas. We will encourage you to plead your fifth and advise that to the judge as well up until we get to defense side, because then we can call you if we need to. I would say be selective in your answers and, keep things short. You get asked a yes or no question, say yes. They ask you to elaborate, say A, B, C, not A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Because I've seen a lot of clients walk themselves into corners by thinking they're doing something good by providing more context, If I want more context during questioning, I'll ask it. And you don't want to give anything extra to the prosecutor when they're asking you on cross-examination. Because if we ask you questions, they get to ask you questions. And that's the scary part of that.
Okay.
Because they'll try and walk you directly into corners under oath. And once you take the stand, you can't plead the fifth again unless you want everything you said being stricken. Which means that all the progress we made would be dumped away, and it pisses off the judge. They can give contempt for that. So, yeah.
So you're saying plead fifth at first and then?
Yeah, so you'll be pleading your fifth because the prosecution will be bringing witnesses first. We are not going to let them bring you as a witness. Once we get to defense called witnesses, then we will call you. And then after that, you can no longer plead your fifth. When you're up there being asked questions, you can't say, I'm pleading my fifth against self-incrimination. Because you've already walked it back by taking the stand.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we're clear on that because judges get very touchy on that. So, at the start of the trial, where they're going to be asking specifically which charges you're going to be contesting. We're going to go not guilty on evading, as you were not using the vehicle to escape police, and rather did not know the intention of the driver. That's literally all we need there to do that. You didn't know the intention of the driver, and you were not deliberately trying to evade police. There was just never an opportunity for you to safely exit the vehicle.
He also only got in the car approximately 10 minutes before the traffic stop began.
Gotcha.
according to him.
Okay. Yeah. So, and again, he had no knowledge that the vehicle was stolen, which is something we'll bring up if we have to. If they bring up the stolen vehicle, hopefully they just drop that since they're not bringing the charge. But sometimes they try to muddy the waters a bit. So we're gonna stay wary of that. All right.
And what's the
After that,
other
we've got resisting.
Right.
And resisting is fleeing from a police officer or resisting being detained or arrested. If you want to persist you are running for your safety, then they're going to have to specifically articulate where else you were, trying to flee from. Once you got to safety, did you continue to run away or did you comply?
So I did. Once I got to the beach, I did run a bit. I got to the beach. I ran up to the other officer. And then they pulled out the tasers, and then one tackled me. And she told me to put on my hands, which at that point I did. I put on my hands. And
Okay,
she cuffed
gotcha.
me, and I didn't resist it.
So you were a little bit fearful of a taser being brought up on you, but as soon as you were given the lawful order to stop and they had you tackled, you just stopped and complied. You didn't try to slip cuffs or anything?
No, didn't try to slip cuffs. When they said put your hands up, I said put my hands up, and which I did. I put my hands up and then she still tackled me, but then after I got up again, she.
By the way,
then
we'll
she
run this
handcuffed
stream
me.
long if we want to for the court trial, if you all are
But yeah.
interested. All right, and then how about the failure to obey? Because they're talking specifically about you being told to stop in the water. How do you feel about that one? Because I'm seeing not guilty and not guilty for the other two. What about failure to obey?
So that one too. I mean, she never specifically said. She is more suggestive.
Yeah, you did not get the implication that it was an order.
Like like she was saying like, oh, you might get eaten by a shark, and you know those are suggestive.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, then you can bring up the confusion there is probably going to be helpful, and the specific wording of what she said too, because if she wasn't, specifically saying, I'm an officer, stop, you're being detained, that kind of stuff specifically, it'll be harder to prove that was a lawful order.
Tried to burn down.
Yeah, and she was like, she
Not
said, oh,
guilty on all
you get out of the
charges.
water, you might catch a cold,
No.
Okay, yeah, so, and that wasn't even, she's not saying that she's arresting you, she's saying that you might catch a cold. That could just be a recommendation from a worried trooper.
Exactly.
Okay.
That was intentional.
Then we'll see what we can do with this. Ideally, we'll just get the troopers to admit to saying that kind of stuff themselves. And if we can get them whittled down enough, we should be able to just not call you. But if we have to call you, be ready for it. Like I said, simple answers, and don't deviate too far away from anything, because they're gonna try and grind everything up, because you'll be our sole witness here, obviously.
Okay.
In the courtroom, I highly recommend you're gonna sit to the furthest left chair in the room. Mr. Clark's gonna stand next to you. He's gonna be taking notes on the situation. If there's anything that really upsets you, you can have a sidebar with him, and he can bring it up to me when I'm not, focusing on the direct proceedings. Because through the entire time that the prosecution is talking, I'm gonna be listening. And if they try to overreach themselves, I'm going to cut them off with objections. We're going to try and hold them back as much as we can. The only way I can do that is by listening very intently, though.
And if you hear them say anything that you think is inaccurate, you tell me.
Yes, sir. Yeah, just try and tell him in a quiet manner. We can even provide you a piece of paper if you'd like to just write things to him. Just to make sure that nobody else overhears. We want to make sure that no information is provided to prosecution or the judges. And there are individuals who have issues with their inside voice, and it kind of pisses off the judges too. So keeping things quiet, we'll make sure that we get, the best we can for you here.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for us currently? They're giving us a lot of time, thankfully.
Not currently, no, I don't think so.
Okay. I'm gonna go confer with them and see how everything's going overall. See what the situation is for you. I'm happy we've gotten a lot of this sorted out now. We at least know that we're going all not guilty, and we've got reasonable arguments for each one. Now it's just a matter of casting doubt.
Jeremy, any thoughts on that?
Just want to check on how things are going.
They told me charges already.
We're still working on it.
I mean,
All right.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, we never.
Well, then again, he categorically misremembered.
Yeah, I'm still working on it.
He thinks he's getting the same as his pal, so.
So it'll be just a few minutes.
Alrighty.
Jeremy, are you sure that you can make that vandalism stick in?
So then, let's prepare ourselves, Mr. Clark. The key points.
His actions caused the working against
The key points I'm going to be shooting on evading was that our client was buckled in.
The officer's vehicle, the vehicle that was attacked was his.
Not the driver.
Led us to have to perform a pit maneuver to ensure he didn't endanger those passengers, though. Or could no longer.
I think we might bring up.
After.
Go ahead.
They're going to try and point that he had time to get out of the car after accidents. I mean, you're dazed and confused after you hit something.
Yep.
So clearly he doesn't have time to take the seatbelt off and get out before the car takes back off.
They also said it's only a couple of seconds.
Yeah. I mean, 5 seconds, that's not a lot of time.
They will ask if you believe that there was a threat to your life. Depending on how they ask that question, you might be able to answer it yes, in that, you felt like the pursuit was a threat to your life and the behavior being used. Be careful about that, though, but do keep that in mind as well.
Okay.
So he was not the driver. He didn't know the driver's intentions, let alone that the vehicle was stolen. Because if they bring up that the vehicle was stolen, that will immediately, will immediately then bring up, well, he didn't even know it was stolen. That's why he's not being charged with GTA today.
Right.
So how could he know the intentions of the individual driving as well?
Okay, let me go talk to my client. He will probably want to go.
All right, so they're getting him on evading, resisting, and failure to obey, right? Those are the
Yes,
three.
sir.
Okay.
So for evading, we've got buckled in, not the driver, didn't know intentions or that it was stolen. After that, we've got resisting. And is that just you, Mr. Temple? Yes. Okay. All right.
I
so
need to quickly step over here into the corner and take a nap.
Certainly,
I'll be-
certainly.
one moment.
So then for resisting, we're going to be pushing specifically on the fact that you were fleeing from a dangerous vehicle.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Which the charge is intentionally damaging or destroying property.
Yeah.
The positioning of those things are going to be quite important. They will be providing us pictures when they give us the investigation, which they have to give us before the start of the trial.
Yeah.
But they're probably still piecing the investigation as we speak together right now, so
Okay.
we're most likely not going to get those pictures until we walk into the courtroom, but those pictures will be very important and useful in this instance as long as they show that the vehicle was close enough to the pier that the pier was one of the most viable options for getting away fast.
So I do think you'll just want to bench trial on this.
Because that's the end all be all of it, is that you were just trying to get away from the situation fast. I've had clients who ran an entire block, ran in one direction as an officer followed them, and they told them, well, it's kind of reasonable, the car was going to blow up. So if you walk 20 feet and then just dived
If
into the
you're driving
water, I
down the
can't see how
pier
that's any different.
Towards the ocean, there's those
Right.
two buildings. There's like a awning you drive under. They pitted me there.
Okay.
And then their car got stuck like
Like I said too,
on the
if
steps.
it comes
and then
down
our
to it,
car,
and like
caught
the
on
driving
fire.
ones are the ones that get dropped, and I'm still there's like a charge with the resisting or something, then that's okay. Like the
I actually wasn't trying to send it off. That wasn't the plan.
I'm going to say
plan
right now
was
that
to
the
go really
judges
fast,
do not change
stomp-
charges, so
stomp
what
on
we're
the
looking
brakes,
at
and
is
then
what we
cut
got.
left
They
and
will
go
only
around
find
that back
guilty or
left
not
side.
guilty. I'm going to do my
I wanted
best to
them
fight
to
each
try to
one
stop
for
me
you.
from going in the ocean
But
and
at the
make
end
my
of the
way
day,
go in
we
the
are
ocean, and
also
then I could
throwing
go
ourselves a
around
bit to the whims of the court.
right. No, I understand. I understand.
I've taken worse and
my
I've
intention
taken
was not to
better,
go in the
and I
ocean.
see there
Anytime you
being
go
a
in the water,
possibility
you're
here.
going to jail.
If you ask me probabilities, I could give you odds, but I don't think you want them.
No, that's okay. If there's a chance, there's
40.
a chance.
I give them a chance of 40.
Miss
Yeah, I don't
30
know
to
if they have
40.
those
For the
deployable
shots you don't
rafts,
take.
but they used to, and they're fucking
Wayne
annoying.
Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Yeah, I've heard that one a couple of times in the offices, actually.
Yep. So water's never the move.
Another thing is actually on the failure to obey. If you end up on the stands, we will zero in on the fact that you did comply when they gave you an order. They said, stop,
that?
you're under arrest, put your hands up, and you put your hands up.
Yeah.
So that will show that you were willing to obey
one
lawful
of us-
orders. It
I
was
think
just
one of us did.
unclear
There
as
was
to
three
the
of us.
statements being made to you in the water as to whether they were lawful or recommendation or where they
I don't
came
know where
from.
the third guy is. But...
We just got to generate doubt there and show that you're willing to comply.
I think for the resisting, I don't know if you covered this, but I think for that,
We specifically went
we-
over him fleeing from a dangerous vehicle, and he stopped once he was on shore for the most part.
Yep.
I also brought up that I've seen clients who have, run an entire block away from a burning vehicle, and the officers have openly stated that that was a reasonable flee.
Yep.
He moved, he ran 20 feet and then jumped over the side of the pier. That's much shorter of a distance and actually much safer of a move. If it's the fastest method, it's the fastest method. I think pictures are going to be the big one on that one. The positioning of everything is going to be the real debate there.
yeah, that's pretty much what I was going to say. That's an old rickety wooden dock. I mean, we don't know if that thing's going to fall if it catches on fire.
Yeah, just
I
because you
surely wouldn't
ran
wanna be
down the
standing next to
pier.
it.
Just because you ran down the pier does not mean that you are safe. And like you
Yeah.
said, fire, water, water beats fire. That's how that works. Like I said,
Exactly.
children play school games based on that idea. Schoolyard games, rather, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Basic elemental attributes. Looks like Mr. Temple's still out there having a discussion with them.
Okay. I will talk to my client.
I hope we get this trial before the stream ends. I would be willing to take it longer, but I also don't want to take things for another 4.5 hours just to show how a trial lasts, because they just are long.
Apparently that mock trial's still going on over there.
Well, then we'll have a chamber hearing. If anybody tries to tell me that a mock trial will stop a person's actual rights, I will punch them. And say, what about your rights, huh? You want to have a trial about this? Too bad. I guess there's a mock trial.
I'm gonna see how much longer he thinks is gonna take on that. Leslie Kent's over there. He was wanting to join, and I said, "Well, we already pretty much have our defense rounded out."
Yep. I mean, he can happily. I wouldn't have any problem having another paralegal join us in the courtroom if he'd like to sit right behind us and listen in. He can. I welcome the opportunity for learning. I just don't want to spook the troopers and make the process any longer than it currently is. As they are kind of, they're a little bit peeved right now, and I'm not trying to be sensitive. I'm trying to be sensitive of everybody here, you know? My job, to a degree, in my opinion, is about respect and making sure that I can cut deals for just about anybody who walks in here. If that is what they want.
Okay. So, first and foremost, before I say anything, there's currently a bench trial undergoing. So, in terms of us getting a bench trial,
You'd be amazed what you can get in deals. I've gotten people's guns back. I've gotten people's cars back.
it's what you want to do. So,
Yep. I've gotten evidence taken out of the locker and given back to them.
Oh, wow, that's so crazy.
Okay. So, are you still sticking with not guilty?
Yeah, we're sticking with not guilty on all charges, Taomi.
Okay. I'm just wondering if it's going to be like another 40 minutes for the...
Can we not have a chamber
Then plus-
hearing?
It's going to be... Probably going to be both of them together. Because
They're being
I don't think we have
they're being
enough
held for
judges
different
right now.
charges.
I mean, if you want to do it that way, we can. Yeah, okay.
I just want to make sure that we're upholding justice here. I do apologize,
Okay,
but
so you want separate things then?
well, I believe, or isn't he being brought up? The other gentleman's being brought up on GTA, and my client's being brought up on evading, resisting, and failure
yeah,
to obey.
yep.
So I just
Okay.
don't know if those two are directly. I mean, they're the same incident. If you think it's good, I will defer to the experience of you and Mr. Temple over there, as I would like to confer with him, as he would then become my co-counsel, I believe. But I just want to make sure we're doing things by the book
Yeah,
here.
what do you think?
Okay, if
Mr.
it's
Temple
together,
is
it's going
over
to be a
there in
little
the
bit
black.
longer.
Okay.
But if it's separate, then it's possible that only one of them will do it. Probably him, because he requested one first.
Could we
I
pull
will
Mr.
ask-
Temple over here and have a discussion since it involves his client as well?
I'm a lawyer, but
Because I'd like to hear
Okay,
his
grab
opinion
him.
on this too.
Okay, can we talk to you real quick?
I personally think we should try and do it separately.
give me 1 sec. I'll be 1 second. I'll be with you guys.
I would agree with that, Mr. Clark, but you also want to be, if you piss off a judge before starting trial, you know,
And the other reason why I haven't called judge yet, we need everything done first.
yep. Yeah, you need all the paperwork done because you don't want to have them sitting there being angry, you know. They are very, very busy. There are a lot of cases. You want to make sure that you've got everything buttoned up and everything ticked and crossed before
Okay,
you call them.
here's the thing.
Hey, just make sure we're talking loud enough so my client over there can hear as well.
All right, can you hear me, sir?
Me?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Do you both want to be represented at the same time? Or two separate bench trials? Because if we don't have two judges available, he would be the first one to get it because he requested one already. But if both to do it, it'd probably be a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to request one yet. So we haven't requested one, at least from me as the.
Yeah, we just need to make sure everything is done before we even request one now.
I mean, he's requested one before I was called down to the cells for him as well. So you want to make
Okay.
sure that you're, you know, respecting his wishes too, just to be On the up and up.
Oh no,
offense to you, sir.
I've very none taken. I very much said to him, this is in his hands. So I'm more trying to decide based on what's going on.
Yeah, I'm
and
just
what's
trying
best
to
for him.
I'm just trying to save time because they pretty much 5 months for both of them. They've been down here for so long, and then we having technical problems too. It's making things difficult.
Oh, you're having issues with your MDT as well?
Yep.
Yeah, isn't that great?
That happens. I'm sure they'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out. It just it was very, very difficult trying to get all the information written down, wasn't it? It was a nightmare.
Okay, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. I'll let you guys
Alright.
talk and.
Yeah, it sounds.
Let's try not.
Sir, I'd like to just hear my
try to
client's
wrap this
opinion.
up.
Would
No,
you like to
because
do?
We've definitely been done now.
Do you have an interest either way? Do you have a stake either way, sir?
Me or him,
Mr.
sorry?
Junior?
What's up?
I'm asking what is your opinion on this? We are here to advise you, so I want to make sure that you have your voice heard and understood here. So I'd like to hear your weigh in on this. You know, we have our opinions as lawyers and whatnot, but I want to make sure that you're being heard here. Would you prefer to be tried separately or together, as the charges are different?
I mean, I don't. Is it going to affect it?
There's the
I would
question.
assume
There.
probably more separate, right? You know.
That's currently where our mind's currently at, but also, what was the counter, Mr. Taomi?
It's either separate or together, but if it's separate, it's still a chance of one person only getting judged, another person can't get judged. And they would have to do no contest. And then that would pretty much just waste all that time already. I just want to get this rolling as fast as possible at this point.
So his counter is speed, sir. He's saying that
pretty much, yeah.
If one of you calls a judge, then the other one will not have a judge available to them.
It's possible. It's basically a gamble. Because I haven't called a judge yet, since we need to absolutely be sure if it's going to trial or not, and what kind.
I mean, I believe my client is adamant that this is going to bench. He's been adamant that this is going to bench since before I arrived.
We can't do that. Call it until everything's done. That's why.
Oh, you mean on
then
your
this
side?
whole separate or together is another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I just need to know if it's going to be together or separate.
It sounds like my client would like it to be separate. Mr. Temple, how about your client?
I'll have to chat to him in private.
I mean, if he does separate, there's no way they can go together.
Separate.
anyways.
I want a separate one.
There we go. They're both in agreement.
Okay.
That makes it simple.
All right.
Yeah, I can't believe that the MDTs are glitching out. Oh my god, it's so bad. But it is what it is.
I
We're
only
still
had
doing our
problems
jobs.
with one of the charges, but they're being difficult about it. So.
Is that the Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, because they don't. I think it's almost impossible to prove what someone's intent was.
I agree. I think that's the one that we would have a chance of beating in a court of law.
Yep.
Everything else, I don't care.
It's a good debate. Yeah, it's probably for the best then that we're doing this separately, as that's a felony and they're only contesting that.
Plead guilty if I got that dropped down to the lower charge that's not Grand Theft Auto.
Yep.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask or anything you'd like to say,
Good
Mr. Junior?
fucking luck.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, we're going to be here for you. We're not going to break line of sight with you at any point, all right? When we go over to the courtroom, they're going to walk you out of here. We will stay behind you at all times to make sure that they don't do anything fancy, all right?
Okay.
Once you get there, like I said, you're going to take the most left seat on the side of the room. If you're facing towards the judges, and then Mr. Clark will be directly to your left, so you can just turn your head to the left and talk with him whenever you would like to.
I'm taking the. Okay. Is he going to be standing next to me?
He will be standing directly.
Yep, I'll be
to
standing
you,
next to you.
Okay.
Yes, there are
Once
only
we get
two
over there,
seats.
also I'll hand you a piece of paper that you'll be able to write stuff down on and hand it to me.
Okay.
Yeah. You can also just write it and show it to him too.
Yeah.
But just so that nobody else in the room can see the information or hear the information, it'll be more useful and it will avoid disruption.
And again, if they're at any point being dishonest in their testimony or anything like that, you tell me.
Okay.
Because we can hit those hard. We'll hammer the points until we find where they messed up. We'll make them that's one of the things you can do, is you can just make them doubt their own testimony to the point where it becomes inusable. Unusable. Sorry.
I got what you're saying. I was picking up what you're putting down.
I think I combined invalid and unusable together, and it just made a gobbledygook word. But yeah.
Your legal team is so good over here, we're creating words for you.
Yeah, we got you covered.
Holy
We'll have a
shit.
whole book by tomorrow. Now the question is, which judge are we gonna get?
I need to state for the record that I do not know any Lord of the Ring references.
Yeah, I got you covered. If we end up with Judge Shaban, we'll be just fine. I gave her a parachute last year. She loves me. She loves the fact that I live a life outside the office.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't know any of those references.
Oh yeah, no, I've got it covered. I mean, she very much enjoys my presence, I think. I like to think. It's the benefit of being the nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have started telling me they think I'm probably the nicest lawyer in the state. And I think I'm going to keep that forever, because it's invaluable.
Okay. It's disappointing you guys can't work with us.
And they get a plaque made, like a golden plaque.
I just had a plaque made. It said smoking mandatory. Put it in front of my office.
Yep, that is in front of his office.
It's a good one.
Yeah, he was. Agreed.
It's the whole reason they gave me my own office.
And he'll plead guilty to that, but he won't plead guilty to Grand Theft Auto.
Got your own office.
Do you need a smoke, sir?
This shows bad faith in you guys dealing with
Me?
this in the future.
Yeah, these situations can be quite stressful. Would you like a smoke?
They can. Yeah, sure.
All right,
Yeah,
give me
so
one
take
moment. I'm
the
just
edge
going to
off.
inform the officers so they know I'm not handing you anything.
Okay.
Taomi?
If I drop it to
It
a
is, and I'm allowed to say
vehicle,
that
like,
representing my clients to the best ability, sir. We're willing to do a plea deal, and you guys are not going to budge
Still
on a
quite
5-month
a
charge.
Taomi?
Hang on. So, this
Who the fuck's this
deal
guy in
has-
the hoodie over here?
That's Freddie.
Junior
Where is it?
DA.
That's an assistant district
Well,
attorney.
how about
Don't use
how about
that
if you're not
language
involved
with
in it,
me.
you back up, sir?
I am
He-
involved in this.
he
I'm
isn't
taking
involved.
your
Yeah,
fucking
he got-
client's case to bench.
Don't swear at me, sir. I didn't swear at you. You don't
Okay,
fucking
okay,
swear at me.
Okay.
Stop. Right fucking now. Stop.
So they're yelling at each other, and they're not going to care. Come over here by the side of the bar, sir.
Okay.
There you are. All right, here you are, sir. Everybody deserves to smoke.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Of course, sir.
Yeah, and I've done checked. He said he's good on food and doesn't need anything to drink.
Am I
Fantastic.
talking
Making
to
sure
the
you're
DA,
taken care
the
of.
assistant DA, the trooper? I generally don't know. I've got like
Mr.
5
Clark, you're
voices
doing your
talking
job
at
well.
me. I've got 27 voices having their input, okay? I just want to talk to one person.
Yeah, that's
I appreciate that.
that's a nest over there. I can't believe they're trying to push all
Yeah.
those charges at once too. Yuck. I really didn't want to take them as joints, but I also wanted to make sure that you're playing. You got to move the pieces in the right way. And I know that if Taomi were to push them together as a joint, and the judge were to look at them and say, "What the hell is this?" I'd just say, "Well, he recommended it." And that could get the whole thing thrown out.
Yeah, I'm sure that both of you have a chance of winning that separately. Because when they put them both together, then they're able to be like, well, they're committing crimes together. Do this and kind of break apart.
Well, it's also an effort there, right? They have to generate all of that effort to make all of that narrative happen twice to such a degree that they're able to push all of these different charges instead of just telling one overarching story and push all of their effort into one. The PDO has enough lawyers that we could defend 7 people simultaneously without problems. We could do more than that, actually. If we're at full tilt, we could defend 20 people simultaneously. They can't do that.
I would say both sides are happy.
That'd be quite funny to see.
Oh, that would be a great day. I think that would be a great day. I'd call it, job security day.
Yeah, the courts would not like us that day.
Oh no, I think the judges would love us actually, because we'd be the only ones
Well-
able to streamline things for them. We'd be the only ones locked in and focused on the trial at hand instead of the 6 other trials across the hall. The other ones would all be having to like shuffle troopers around with witness testimony and stuff, calling them back for recall. It would be a nightmare for them. That would be hell. Like right now, 4, 5. We could defend 5 clients simultaneously right now.
With that in mind, right? Like he was wanting to go to bench.
There are 3 DAs.
To the point where he's like, okay, this is my sticking point. That's why I'm trying to. I'm not saying I'm helping you.
And that's not on duty. That's, from my understanding, period. There's 3 head DAs.
There's only 3 days, like, ever?
Well, there's junior DAs, and then there's other stuff, too. They have other ranks. I mean, we have associate lawyers and whatnot. My math is factoring in the considerations that associate lawyers need to be with another lawyer and whatnot, and still we'd be able to accommodate 5 cases currently simultaneously.
They're giving the verdict in that mock trial right now, so it's wrapping up.
Well, they don't need the They don't need the court chamber. We could just use one of the judges' chambers. That was an
I just
issue
tried to be
last
so
week.
annoying that they would listen to me and get me out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pushing all the buttons to.
Just so you're aware,
try and get
sir,
it.
you are a little bit loud. I don't want them to overhear
That's
you.
fine.
No, he wanted them to hear.
Oh, okay, got you. Just trying to make sure he doesn't end up saying something he shouldn't say, you know? I will say, if this doesn't even get to trial before 8 o'clock, I will switch over to a recording for this. Because this could end up going for another 3 hours. It shouldn't,
nice,
but
right?
it could.
Wait, so
It
do
took
they
my
do they
helmet.
have the pictures of from the?
They say they have the pictures. They don't have to provide them to us yet until we are starting the trial or right before the trial.
Okay.
They don't have to provide us the investigation. I believe they're currently working on the investigation, but they're probably splitting their focus between both investigations at the same time. I'm not gonna lie, if they keep this up, I might consider pushing for a mistrial on grounds of a Fifth Amendment breach.
Sure, it's nothing to worry about.
Well, no, like after a certain point, he's entitled to a
Bingo.
quick and speedy trial.
Yeah.
So after a certain point, I will push for that. Like, you've been in the cells
Yeah.
for quite a while, sir.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Ain't making a living wage off of this. Just down here to try and help people.
You're a good
Oh, it's
man.
the Sixth Amendment. It's the Sixth Amendment. It specifically is the speedy part. It's due process under the Fifth. I mean, I could argue due process as well, but...
Slide you my number.
Yeah, just do both 5th and 6th. That's like 56.
Alright, I'm gonna go ask them right now if they've notified a judge yet.
All right.
Quick file motion.
Has a judge been notified yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
2 of them have.
There's a mock trial going on right now, so
That's irrelevant. We can utilize Judge Chambers. We can have a
I'm aware,
Chambers
I'm
hearing.
aware.
We don't... That's
Yeah, that's
irrelevant.
I know.
Alright.
I know. I'm just saying.
I understand. I do apologize. I'm just starting to get a little bit worried
I
about
hear
the
you, man.
aspect of speedy trial here, as both clients have a right to that.
I hear what you mean, man. Look, I'm here for it. I'm here for whenever they want to do it. I'm,
Alright.
I'm chill. I'm ready to go. I'm locked.
May I ask when the call went out?
You'd have to ask Tiomi Tiff, and he's just on the phone right now. But I believe it was about 10-15 minutes ago.
All right. When he comes back, would you just have him quickly check in with us?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, he's coming back now, actually. There he
Oh.
is.
Okay. There's no more waiting. We just if is he dropping it or are we going? Ready?
Let's fucking take it to the fucking.
Okay, everyone,
In front
get
of
him
the
in
judge.
cuffs and
I believe so,
yep,
sir.
get him in cuffs and bring him in the big open courtroom.
All right. What about my client?
He's coming with us.
All right.
He still want bench, correct?
Yes, he still wants bench. I just wanted
Yep.
to. Okay, you're talking about him. I thought you were talking about the other individual.
Both of them are coming.
Are we
But
doing
they're
both
gonna-
at
we're gonna
once?
separate them.
Okay.
We're gonna split them once we get to things.
Okay.
I'm tired of waiting. The judges are undecided right now too, so I'm just going to bring them to them.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Yep.
We're bringing you to the judges, sir. We're gonna get it going.
All right.
Yo.
Sir, put your hands up for me.
Yeah, you're doing good by just standing there, sir. When a trooper asks you to move, he'll guide you or she'll guide you, whichever.
Okay, the fact my client's in handcuffs, does that mean that's a no?
We have no. We have to once we request a judge
Both y'all come
now.
with me.
We have to take it. So even if the deals get made in front of the judge, they can still take it. But as soon as we request a judge, we have to take them.
Come on, sir.
I believe they're clarifying information.
Okay, let's roll.
Yeah, I know the answer to the question though.
I get it.
Yeah, I do too.
It involves them coming with me.
Is it hot dog? I love hot dog.
I have a hot dog.
Give it.
I have 3, I think, actually. I can't. I'm handcuffed.
This is gonna be something.
Where the fuck's my lawyer?
They're
He
coming.
left you.
He's
He'll
coming.
come. I have his phone number, sir. If you'd like me to, I can always reach out to him for you.
I need another officer because I can't go in the courtroom.
I'm sorry. What?
Hey, you want to come to the
I-
courthouse?
No, I can't go to the courthouse because it's.
I don't think he likes you.
It's very scary for me, and I feel like I'm walking into nothing.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't. I
The
can't
fuck
take
does
them
that
in.
mean?
You'll see one day. One day
You'll-
you too will experience what I'm experiencing,
You'll
and it's not
understand.
fun.
Don't say it like that.
You'll understand, and you'll
I
have
don't
to
like
take a
that.
nap in a
It
bush
is
like a
scary.
homeless person.
Yeah.
That's what people say to
Experience
the kids. They say, one day you'll see.
Yeah, exactly. One
Yeah,
day
one
you
day
will
do
see. You'll wake up in a bush like a homeless person and
And
be
you
like, "What
cry.
happened?" I believe it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, my head popped. I'm dead. Okay, we're done. I gotta restart. I can't do anything. I can't see. I can't open doors. Just give me a quick moment. We'll be back in just a second. I'm going to turn on... Where is it? Wow, it's really down here, isn't it? There we go. We'll be right back. There we go. We're loading back in now. Of course that happens. There we go. All right, so we'll reload back in. Hopefully everybody will be cool. My head just exploded. In RP, that means that my head exploded. I just couldn't see anything anymore. Welcome back, your dad. I'm just heading to trial before my game got broke. Hopefully I can see this time.
Okay. Hugo's here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Go to Dan's chambers, Hugo.
Yes, sir. I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are. Sounds like I'm gonna be pleading my case in front of the Supreme Head Overlord. The Supreme Overlord, Head Justice Dan Paley.
It was strange. That's why I didn't call him.
All right, where is Faley's office?
Let me look at.
I think the point of that piece of evidence.
I think they went the other side, Hugo.
Well, other side?
Oh my
I
god.
didn't think she had done anything initially.
Trail of blood.
I think the point of it though is more of that like identity thing. Is that I don't think that
Hugo, up here, down here.
Oh, down there? All right, gotcha. I don't know where Dan's office is.
Mateo Luis, why are your hands
Yeah,
up?
that's what I thought. It was gonna help
me
him more than me.
Defense.
Mr. Sharp.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have
No,
arrived.
it's-
Apologies.
That's okay.
I think he probably had a headache by the.
Most likely. Most
Yeah.
likely.
Yeah.
That's fine, guys. That's fine.
Trooper was talking about something and then it happened right before my own eyes.
Yeah, that's my magic powers, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to reveal it this quick.
I'm sorry. I needed to talk to you to make.
Did you get worried, Mr. Clark?
No.
No.
Yes.
No, you're
No,
Mr.
I didn't.
Junior. I'm aware, sir. I knew you wouldn't be fearing.
Contest equals I'm contesting.
Excuse me.
That'd be what?
I said I knew you wouldn't be fearing.
What is this been trial for?
This is for.
Do we have the
so many
investigation
places.
written?
Bobby Jr. Jr.
I didn't know I needed to consult you when I want to make a fucking hey.
You can hear him yelling. Oh my gosh. The Supreme Overlord is not happy.
Sorry, Bobby Jr. Jr.
I believe so.
Yeah, that's this gentleman.
Me, I'm Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi.
Could we get that investigation?
Are you
Yes.
you stuck, Rami?
Junior, it'll be in 81. What is your name, sir? Let me get you out.
Hugo Pattesta, sir. Would you like my ID?
You're already on it, actually, I think, Mr. Pattesta. It's investigation 81. You should be able to see it.
Oh, yes, I can. Thank you
Could I-
very much.
Could I also
Apologies.
get access to that?
Mm-hmm. What's your name, sir?
We're having a meeting.
Daniel Clark.
May as well, if you could, please. Yeah, could
Clark is here, sir.
First Temple also get on that, please?
You know, things are slow right now.
Your one will be
Or my one.
separate.
We
Mr.
are
Tan.
currently
Will you just
outside
flash me
Mr.
your
Bailey's
ID real
office.
quick for me, please?
No.
I don't mean to interrupt, but it sounds like
Thank you.
there's someone stuck in the office downstairs.
What?
Mr. Sharp.
Oh, that might be my man. Let me see if I can find the guy. Oh, I'm too
Yeah,
hungry.
I
I'm too
think
hungry. Hey.
He's stuck.
For the next.
Strikes several civilian vehicles, sends it down
And
Del
might have
Perro
saved
Pier
his
at a
life.
high rate of
I couldn't
speed with
even
clear
hear him.
intent to water dump said vehicle. Performs a pit and causes the suspected vehicle to crash out. Suspect
I hear them.
vehicle
I hear
significant damage to
everything.
previous
And now
evasion.
I don't like it.
Are you here inside the Supreme Overlord office?
I'm somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
how
think.
much money do you want, Coster?
You're outside the Supreme Overlord's office.
I feel like I'm in that episode of SpongeBob.
For the next couple of weeks. The next couple of weeks it's gonna be slow because obviously people are still like earning money from jobs and getting their business started and things like that.
SpongeBob goes to court.
It's,
The one way like when like Squidward like time travels or something and he ends up in that big white
Oh, the
nothingness.
time travel one.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's a whole bunch of nothing?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you
why I
need
had to
yeah,
take
you
a
need
nap.
to take a nap, so.
Don't talk about
I'll
that.
take him.
Sleep for us.
I'll
Yeah,
take him
okay.
outside to take the nap.
You'll invoke it.
Hey, Jeremy, got a question for you. Are you busy? Busy? Go ahead.
Sorry about that. So you're,
It's like Beetlejuice. You can't, you know.
Loaded nothing. That's why you
fell through the floor.
Okay.
It's investigation.
Yeah, why wouldn't the tow truckers argue?
Say it too much, you'll call it fourth. Not that it's like against the rules or anything. It's just like, no, don't say that. So you'll send somebody else to the dark place. Last time somebody started talking about it and sent me to the dark place. I was just trying to hit a cigarette, and I can't. I'm not even gonna smoke right now because I don't want to get sent to the dark place while I'm representing a client. I don't know if that's... I think I turned off music, didn't I? I thought I turned off music. Yeah, I turned off music. Why do I still hear music? I turned off music before the stream started because somebody was playing freaking Backstreet Boys earlier today, and I'm like, well, I can't have that on stream.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about?
But yeah, this is a lot of the job, if I'm being honest. This is one of the reasons why I like doing it as footage, is because of the fact that on stream, it's just very long. And a lot of the times I just kind of like get up and get pizza and stuff and
Did
just
you guys
wait.
get kicked out of there?
I mean, generally when you work for
Oh, I get it. No, man.
once a week, twice a week. I'm sorry, once a week, every 2 weeks. Or once a week. So, I mean, technically speaking, you can.
I don't know what Evelyn's rank is according to that. Yeah, Nim's, but so Nim's office, she's the head clerk. She's great. Evelyn is also a really high-ranked, really good clerk. And then behind their office is Dan Faley's office. So he's yelling through like 2 doors right now, I think.
So make something, make a new contract or whatever, or make a.
Because I think he's down like behind that red painting down the hallway on the right.
You are.
But I really enjoy the job. It gives me a chance to find some really interesting characters. It ends up really, really funny for some of the things I've defended. And I mean, even the last video, Fighting for Freedom, that went really, really well, I think. I think it was a really funny situation. And the fact that we got all charges dropped was phenomenal. Tomorrow's video is going to be less court proceeding for the most part. More so focused on some of the events that happened with the PDO. That should be something pretty interesting, I think, too. But yeah, it's a process. Justice takes time. And when there's only so many people, you know, you got to work with what you got. This guy would already be out of prison like 6 times over by this point.
Yeah, what's up?
I normally prefer to contest charges of like gravitas, like, you know, 160 months,
Maybe
where
you
they're
should take a
talking
nap.
about nearly 3 hours.
Are you struggling too?
Is
I
he
feel
having
so much
problems
better
too?
now.
Yes, I'm
Okay, you take a nap and I'm taking a nap.
Yeah, you got time.
You might as well take a nap, Mr. Junior.
Alright, can someone help me out of here?
Yeah.
No.
I got you.
Yeah, take him out from me.
Alright, thank you. Whoever's taking me.
Throw him in the trash.
Do not throw my client in the trash.
Scumbag criminal. Alright, we got him, guys. Let's get out of here.
Hey, Hugo, could I speak with you at the end of the hall real quick?
Certainly, Mr. Clark. Yes, sir.
So that investigation, bit concerned about the, let me find it, where she says on there, he eventually got onto the beach where he saw that it was a cop and he ran saying, "You're one of them." That's
Yep.
kind of what concerns me about the failure to obey order.
Yeah, the thing is that we're focusing more so on the unclearness of things, and then the fact that he did comply. It's gonna be an interesting one, and if they zero in on that, it's gonna happen. See, I was gonna ask the client about that, but as we're out here, we can't really discuss it privately with them. Because I was gonna ask them expressly whether they said that or not. Because if they get up and say that they didn't say that, period, then that's kind of a non-issue for the most part. Because only one trooper is testifying to it, and it is what is, right?
Hey, I think your guys' case is being moved to the courtroom.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you very much for the information.
So this is Wesley Kent. He's the one that asked if he could join us.
Oh, certainly. Hello, sir. Yes, you're welcome to join us then. All right. So we're being moved to the courtroom?
You guys are. We're staying up here, which is going to be very difficult.
Open
You can't
courtroom.
even articulate those.
Yeah, go to open courtroom.
Can you unlock the door?
Well, unlock it. Yeah, unlock it. Let me. There you go.
As long as I'm still on duty. As long as that hasn't bugged out on me, we'll be good. But yeah, if court doesn't, we're probably just gonna end up recording this. No offense to all y'all, but I stick with a solid 3 hours every stream. And unless this were to, you know, take place a lot earlier, it's just way too much of a commitment, I think. I'm instead going to record it and take the time I need to pace myself a little bit.
Hey, Hugo.
How's it going?
Are you here for the bench?
Yep, I am his representation.
All right. Good luck.
Oh, nice.
Yep. We're pushing for not guilty on everything, so it'll be something.
Time to see Hugo do work.
Hugo always does work, sir.
Hey,
Hugo
Hugo,
always
I'll
does
sit
work.
right behind you here, and just whisper me sweet information on what's going on, and I'll learn.
Mr. Kimpo, if you speak to me once during the trial, I am going to have the judge hold you in contempt.
I know. I
I'm
wasn't
teaching
gonna speak,
multiple
I was
other
gonna learn.
paralegals.
You are awesome.
Yes, these two gentlemen right here.
Damn it, Teddy. Since you mentioned going off duty, that second bottle of wine's calling for me.
What? Save me, sir. You're gonna take you on calls.
Who is this sitting there?
Well, do you guys have a report number ready for us?
Yep, it will be.
You were doing this the whole time.
Yes, sir. I was dealing with this the whole time. Both of them wanted to go to bench. I actually had to call in Mr. Temple.
Hey, KO man, I'll fucking tie your shoes.
Is there a court number for this so I can write it down? Record number.
You two person on my left, who I'm not sure who you are.
Is this a real trial or
81.
a fake trial?
This is a real
No,
trial,
this is
Your
a real
Honors.
trial now.
Oh, okay.
And let me add Hugo to this. Oh, he's already added. It's 81, Hugo.
Yes, sir.
Need to appear?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright.
I think we're about to proceed.
There's one problem we have right now. One of the witnesses is technically doing the other bench trial.
God damn it.
He's the arresting officer in both bench trials.
Yes. But they both want them separate because they had different charges.
Is a statement in this report?
All we have is a chain of events right now.
Just so you're aware, unless they have contrasting defenses, like if that's go against each other, there's no reason to have two separate trials.
Yeah, if it's the
Both
same.
they both wanted it separate.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter what they want; it's matters what's
They
sufficient
were-
for.
Yeah, they were in the same car. We are charging the driver and the passenger with separate charges, but they were in the same car. It's the same event. It's the same everything. Just the charges are going to be different.
I don't know why.
Exactly different. That's the biggest thing.
All right, is he having a trial for the same exact case?
Pretty
The
much.
charges are different, Your Honor. My client has not been charged with a felony. The other gentleman has been charged with a felony.
Like this one is 3 charges. The other one has like 7 or 8.
But is this from the same case?
It is the same case, but different.
If it's the same case, they
events.
should be the
Kind.
same.
No, we have reasons
Maybe
why they
not.
aren't out the same.
The only reason that they would have to be separate as defendants, as if they had defenses that went against each other.
I mean, you can call Yak and we can, if they didn't start, we can combine them.
Yeah, I'll ask.
There was adamant
Yeah,
having separate.
Oh my gosh.
We tried to get it together to begin with.
Yeah, this is why we're not gonna stream, because we will end up streaming until midnight for this trial, and I would rather not change that significantly and drastically. It'll set an expectation. But yeah, you got to see a video or a peer into what a day in Hugo Pattesta's shoes is like. Trials, dealing with clients. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes clients are a lot more belligerent, they're a lot better sometimes. They're kind of a roll of the dice. This guy is pretty cool overall. I'm definitely gonna be doing my best to defend him, and I think we'll be able to get at least one of the charges dropped, if not all of them. But I guess that information's kind of a wait and see kind of thing, because
the witness then.
we're gonna be rolling things off here pretty soon.
Oy vey.
I'd rather cut it off beforehand than cut it off halfway through the trial, just because I'm tired and I've overextended myself. I want to make sure I'm actually focusing on what I need to do for the guy too. And recording does help a little bit with that pressure. Because like I said, I can go get pizza. I can get, you know, I can... You get it.
Excuse me, can I have the defendant's name for the record, too?
Mr. Junior Jr.
Yeah, Bobby Jr.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we should.
Detective Jr. spelled out.
It says that he's the only suspect.
No, isn't Darla also?
I mean, in suspect, it says it's
Yeah.
him.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, Darla, I think, was the arresting officer. Or at least detained.
Arthur Sharp was the arresting officer for both. I just processed this guy.
Okay, were you there at the scene?
I was
Half of it.
secondary. I was secondary.
That
to
is the
chase,
Supreme Overlord, Dan Faley.
And then when this defendant jumped off the pier, I pursued him.
Okay, I didn't ask about your testimony. I just want to know if you were at the scene or not.
Yes.
Yeah, why the hell are you providing testimony before we even start the trial, Trooper? Don't do that. So who looks more professional, the Cowboys or me? That's the real question here.
Okay, so we're just missing testimony from officers. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, Sharp was the one that started the whole thing.
Are you okay? Are you comfortable, DA, to keep pushing the charges without suspects here? Or
Well,
testimony,
he's
I
the
should
one
say?
that literally started it, though. We do need him to verify that. Unless you're willing to take the chain of events part of the case.
Yeah, I think
He,
I think I would.
the officer that's missing is the one that put in the entire report, aside from my
Yeah.
statement that is in there. He articulated everything in the report.
That's kind of cool. Wait, did they lock the door? What the fuck?
Somebody tried to walk through the courtroom door.
Okay, so you want to put what was the officer's name that did it as like
Arthur Sharp.
Yeah, so you want Arthur. So he wrote all the chain points, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So you want to put that as a statement, as his report?
Yeah, I'm willing to do that if the other side's willing to allow that.
How do you
So they're
feel,
asking.
defense?
Just reviewing. One moment, please.
Yeah, go for it. It's a very long, so
Yeah,
take your
it's
time.
we've got 13 different items in this chain of events, and I'm not gonna lie, number 9 doesn't even make grammatical sense to me. So I'm a little bit hesitant about entering all of that as
Pretty sure that left vehicle.
because it just says suspect vehicle.
Yes.
And that kind of stuff makes me a little bit worried about this. To be 100% honest with you, Your Honors, my client has been in the cells for over an hour demanding bench trial. He was demanding it before I even arrived, and I'm a little bit worried about the,
You want certain things stricken from the chain of events then?
If we literally remove 9, everything else just get removed
Yeah,
at that
we
point.
can do that.
But we can't do that. That's part of the. Can I just do a motion to continue at this point? Because we really need Arthur for this.
Yeah,
Like we literally let him walk right now at this point, but we still get through the fine, but still need to do no contest because we need Arthur for this.
Yeah, if I agree with you.
And I feel like it's gonna be even more time, and it's gonna be more of a pain trying to get all these people together at once. You know?
yeah. Because
I'd
we're
rather
looking.
just push on forward, and we can just make a note that the 9 chain of command is wonky or whatever.
Well, you want to give him a fair trial, though. As long as the defendant problems that one
I
side
mean, if
doesn't.
Sharp becomes available somehow, if he's done being witness in the other one, if he's able to be called here, but you know we can't guarantee that.
If I may, Your Honors.
Mm-hmm.
My concern also lies here that one of the reasons why we have waited so long was they did not call a judge, from my understanding, until they had everything fully written out. Now that I have looked over everything that was written out, I find that it is not actually fully complete, which then puts us exactly back where we began.
Is this true, DA?
We are literally told to have everything ready before we even request a judge at this point. Like literally the announcement went out yesterday. Make sure everything's done, make sure all the plates are ready, everything's ready, so we don't waste your guys' time.
Is this true, Dan?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not paying attention. What's going on?
Yeah, Devon is the one that issued it. With the DOJ announcement.
Apparently, he's saying that they're being forced to write their reports before going to bench trial now.
Literally everything needs done before we even request a judge, so we don't waste the time.
So they were waiting for an hour because they separated the same exact case because it's 2 separate charges.
Just for clarity here, Your Honors, I was actually supposed to participate in the mock trial, and right before it started, I got this call. That is how long I have been down in the cells for.
Oh God, that's
The
so
announcement
long.
was made to stop. Hold on. The announcement was made to stop people going, bench trial. And then the cops get everything together and tell us. And then we sit in this room for 10 minutes or 15 minutes or an hour waiting for people. And then when they go, okay, we got a judge, let's go. They go, oh, you know what? Never mind. It's basically a stop digging around and wasting people's time announcement.
Where I believe that's what's happened here for my client actually today.
How so?
Who asked? Continue the court case.
We still need Arthur for this. That's why we're motion for a continuance.
Can we just get the other bench trial down here? Do them like subsequent.
I think it would be better if we combined it out at this point.
The other bench trial will
yes.
probably be over by the time you guys stop talking about this.
Yes, but we still need all the guy, all the bench trial. That's the problem right now.
Just so you guys are aware for the future, you're allowed to say they can't have separate bench trials. It's unless they have contrary defenses, there's no reason to. And even then.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened here?
I tried.
I wish I knew.
Combine them already.
Tell you.
I don't know. Everybody's voices sound weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I
there's
can
too
tell
many
you what
people.
happened.
I don't know what to do at this point, Dan, because everything's fucked.
I feel like we should go.
I
ahead,
wasn't paying attention. Explain to me why there's confusion.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Go for it, DA.
At this point, right now, the confusion is it was going to be a one trial, but they had completely different charges for the same thing, and they basically wanted it separate. We spent time trying to get them separate, get two judges. Then we had those MDT problems, so we couldn't look at it or edit anything for like 30 minutes. Then people keep getting clocked off in duty. Now we finally hear, but the main person for this one is at the other bench trial right now.
Why? What do you mean main person?
Like
So
really, the
the
arresting
arresting-
officer is another one. He did both, arrested both of them.
Who was adamant on them being separate?
Like we tried combining it, but they were still adamant of keeping it separate.
Or the
Defense.
suspects, or their?
They're lawyers, defense.
Okay.
We wanted to combine it. It was one scene, same
I
arresting
directly
officer.
asked my client what he would like in that situation, then asked Mr. Taomi to defer to his experience on that, as I have not had that offer made to me before. I also consulted with Mr. Temple. And then we both consulted our clients. Both of our clients then shouted from the cells they wanted it separate, and that was the answer taken from the prosecution.
Yes.
But they did the crime together, alleged
Yes.
But
crime.
they're like the only like charge that's after share the same and pretty much evading.
They were in the same
I mean-
car. They just have different charges because one was a
Like,
driver and one was not.
Holy Christ, you guys are gonna give me a fucking aneurysm.
Everything's
I told you I want to hide under my desk right now at this point.
way more difficult than it needs to be.
Yeah, if it's the same exact crime, it have to be the same case. It doesn't matter if the charges are different or not.
Everything's going on the same investigation. We don't even have two separate investigations. It's all the same, just different charges.
Yeah, if it's the same investigation, they should be doing it at the same time.
All right, Rudy, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna place this one into continuance. You're gonna instruct the DA's office to place this on the docket. It'll get scheduled, and you guys will come here and fight in court.
Okay.
All right,
Do it,
place this in
Rudy.
continuance.
All right. You want us to still charge him, or you want us to hold off until the trial itself?
Nope,
wait.
since it's continuance, Rudy, you'll
Yeah,
hold it
it's
off.
Still trial. Yep. I was
Okay.
gonna say it's still trial.
The bathroom?
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry for wasting your time.
Which happened is if they wanted to, they wanted to throw this,
Hey.
they should have brought it to the bench. Motion for
Alrighty.
severance, that would
So,
have been denied.
that's actually a
Can you give me your
resolution there
phone
too.
back?
It's going to be held off here, so he's going to be let go for now. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that. If you did, be sure to hit that like button down below. Right next to it is the subscribe button. It really lets the algorithm know that as a small channel, we're doing something right around here. I'm going to go around and do some clips and whatnot and figure out what needs to be done
Did not
from here
want this
on.
to be separate.
I hope you all have a great night.
With an hour ago.
And we will talk again later. Bye.
What am I supposed to do now?